We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Baby, you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Baby, you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Baby, you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Baby, you should take it slow. Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? I was going to take a little break today, but I see we're needed here. We're needed in these YouTube streets. I see Moose Knuckle done made it down to Georgia. She's down there hollering and getting it in. I hear it's you know, getting crazy. Yeah, bad day for a break, huh, Cleo? That's right. And I hate to break it to y'all, but old little Brando there was trolling. We caught him, he was a troll, so nice try, buddy. Nice fucking try. Nice try. So anyhow, I thought about just taking the day off for a little bit, you know what I mean? Kicking back, but shit, I don't think I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Cause they said no rest for the wicked. All right, so anyhow, we're gonna yeah, he trolled us, little bitch. Yeah, he's a little bitch. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we thought he was too. That's right, little fucking bitch. Little fucker. So anyhow, let's see here. Our best friend's gonna bitch. She's gonna be pissed. She's gonna start bitching that we're streaming her. Don't stream me. Don't do it. Anything new or exciting going on in these YouTube streets today? Yeah, fair use. That's exactly right. It is. Show is. Oh my. I heard lots of music out a window. Yeah, I heard I did too. I don't think he's there yet, but he's on his way, right? Different shit show, same clowns. The circus has came to Georgia. That's right. I seen Olivia ran up and hurried up and tried to mute her stream real fast. Shit. Where's our B Tim at? Where's he at? Is he in here? I'm gonna drop the link. B Tim, you in here? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Fucking say it ain't so. So hold on, they got BHB, Olivia, MGL, and then Justin's coming down. Who else? Mallory. Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. The clown bus is fucking full for sure. See, and don't get me wrong, like I said, when they're fucking around and just like talking shit on here, some of it's funny as fuck. Like I do laugh at some of it. Some of it is hilarious, don't get me wrong. But this kind of bullshit right here, to grow your channels off of this, no, 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 no. That's not okay. That's not cool. That's hell to the no. Exactly, man. Exactly. And you know what? Leilani's not even home, so ain't gonna be there. So I don't know what the fuck they're even doing, wasting their time, their money, sitting outside yelling. Ain't been there, ain't gonna be there. So big ass waste of time. It's ridiculous. Like I said, they need to go up to the police station, the DA's office, somewhere it's gonna fucking matter. Where somewhere it's gonna matter what the where they speak their mind at. Where where people are gonna take the time to. Justin won't last 24 hours again. Yeah, I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't. Yeah, she's not home. So they're out there screaming at the house and she's not even there. So it's a big ass waste of their fucking time. But whatever. I mean, if they feel like that's what they want to keep doing, then they're getting nowhere. Dolly said himself, he's getting nowhere. This is not getting justice for Quentin. This is definitely not getting justice for Quentin. I will say though that last night was really calm and really, really peaceful. So that was cool. All right, we ready to turn the stream on or what?
Hey, Leilani! I came along here quick, and I didn't come here for nothing.
Oop.
I never been this close to a baby killer. And trust me, I'm not in a good mood.
She's not even there.
Yeah, Molly's
She's
angry.
not even home.
Someone like you deserves to suffer the consequences, and we're not getting answers soon enough. I'm not seeing results.
So the red
quick
means
as we
it's
want to
recorded,
see
right?
it.
Molly. Yeah. I used to watch.
I'm here because I want to see you.
She's
in
badass.
handcuffs.
Oh, I don't know why it's frozen,
She's
guys.
got money too. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
She's real. You know,
Yeah.
she's real like this.
Yeah.
She has her own fucking name.
Until you are in jail.
She was on husband and wife swap with her husband.
I don't know why some of you are frozen. Okay, good. Yep,
She said she's on wife swap.
out here, and Molly's out here. And they're angry.
Oh, shit.
There's Mayor Bear again. We'll wait for her to come back in. Anyhow, the link's pinned for anybody that wants to come up. There's 6 other channels streaming this right now, so
Oh, shit.
You better watch yourself.
Oh,
You
shit.
better watch yourself.
well, of course, her shit's fucked up again, like it always does. Well, of course, her shit's fucked up again, like it always does. True Texan, you just pulled a rookie move. You came up here without pausing your YouTube, and I had to mute you.
I had 3 up, Queen Bee. I'm sorry I picked the wrong one.
It's okay. I was wondering what was going on. Hey, Constance Sue, what's up?
I was going to tell you what I heard on the streets today.
So
Mallory
I removed your comment because I seen you was putting somebody else was streaming in here, so I removed it. I didn't put you in
Okay.
timeout or anything like that. I just took it out of here.
I asked you and you said name it, didn't you?
No, I said please don't.
Oh, I thought you said please do. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
No,
I thought you
it's
said
okay.
please do.
I just don't want them to hear it. They watch my shit. I don't want them to hear that.
Oh,
We want to
I
keep that a
see.
secret for if we need that channel.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that one, yeah. So anyway, but ICU is supposed to be head there, to be Justin's
What?
buddy, and Mallory, House of
Oh
William.
my God. I can't believe
Yep.
that they're all going down there like this.
And if this sideshow was a shit show enough, For $5 Cash App, Andrew Hiltz will answer any question about his son or the case. He said that on his live stream today. So,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that just floored me. Completely floored me. Because his internet bills do, you know.
He's a fucking idiot. He is a
Yep.
fucking idiot.
Yep. Well, that's all I want to tell you.
Oh my, right. Look, the irony of two Trump supporters saying no justice, no peace, culture vultures. I'm telling you, it's bad. I can't believe that. I can't believe Mallory's going out there and justice and ICU. I cannot believe this.
I guess Justice is already there, and he asked ICU if she had her motel room yet, or she was in her motel room yet or not.
Oh my God. Wow.
And everybody's going, I just can't believe this side of Molly and Justice. I'm like, where the hell have you people been? They've already went through this one.
We've already went through this twice with Summer and with Gabby Petito. Shit.
Yep. It's nothing new. It's not a new side of them. They haven't gone to a new low. That's how they do.
Right. This is just it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Johnson said, I can't anymore, Constance Sue. I just can't.
I'm getting there. I made a clip of Andrew saying that, what he said today, but that's about as far as I got done today. So tired of his grifting ass. But anyway, I gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna pop this back up. So
okay.
Jeez, her service sucks.
She's a little trick. I got to her. I said something.
Yeah.
I said something that settled in her brain, and she doesn't like it. That's right. And I knew it. I knew I would trigger her. Skank. We've been waiting on you. Thank you. Thank you. We have. Thank you. Watch out, baby. I'm a city girl. I'm
Mary better hide them Xanax. Shit. I know somebody else that likes a little something.
Somebody's coming out. Are they going to allow me to? Yeah. Yeah, baby. Put the animals. Mm-hmm.
They're coming out, guys. Somebody's coming out. Here they come. Molly!
Where's Quentin? Where's Quentin? Where's Quentin? Where's Quentin? Tell us where he's at. He deserves to be put in prison. Your ass don't deserve to be in this house. You deserve to be in prison. Getting your teeth knocked out. Come out of the haunted house.
She's country as hell, isn't
Speak
she?
your truth. Tell us where he's at. You raised the troll.
Get him, girl. Somebody's dropping stuff off at the memorial. That poor baby.
Molly out there making friends.
Thank you guys.
Thank
For,
you.
giving him a voice.
Most definitely.
North Georgia representing.
Amen, sister. Thank you. Yes, the locals and the YouTubers now, guys. And they are mad. Molly said this is the closest she's been to a baby killer, and she is not in a good mood. Don't own the rights. Yes, let's pin that. How do we pin shit? Sorry, excuse my language.
I wonder if that's the music from Billy's or if that's the music that they have playing or what. What music is? Where's that from?
How's it going?
It's
I
good.
can't find it freaking later nowhere. Then I lost this my CBD.
Okay, Bullhorn Betty is live. I believe she's live, right? Bullhorn Betty's live. They're asking who's live.
Nope.
And Molly, right?
Neither one of them
Molly's
are.
live, is she? Somebody just asked.
Let's cut them out because neither one of them are. We need to be able to talk over this bitch. we ain't having this. Where's B Tim at? His favorite girl's up on the screen. Where he at?
Y'all want to jump on their live?
I can't answer that question for you.
It is creepy, but they're probably live.
Shit, there's like 4 or 5 people. Well, there's 6. I think there's actually 6 people that are streaming her live,
My girlfriend.
and then there's other people that are streaming these. So that way we can go watch it without giving them the view too. So both of them, all of them are being streamed today. Shit. Every last one of them, baby.
Yeah, it was dead on YouTube till about 15 minutes ago. Now all of y'all are up.
Yep, we're all coming in hot, huh?
That's right.
I pinned that so that way you don't get taken off.
We only care about marriage. Yeah. Okay. Good. If you want to help me live, I'll go get them.
Yeah, go get them.
I'm trying to find. Where's your light? I'm trying to find. I cannot find no
right here.
lighter.
Hold
I
on.
had like 20 lighters.
It's not. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. You'll know this one's yours. It's got ice cream on it.
I'm not gonna lie. I've got to go.
I was about to okay.
Did you? Can I have it, please?
Yeah. It's in. Where is it?
Get me off here. They know me as Jay.
We don't want to see her going potty. We'll keep that covered.
Oh, you're special, Queen.
I mean, I could leave it uncovered and be a bitch,
Look,
but
this phone. Look, if you do this. Oh, sorry, y'all.
I mean, I guess I could just leave the volume down, but I just don't want to see her or anybody going to the bathroom.
Oops. Hey.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, I'm about to charge my phone and Kathleen. Here you go, love. Thank you.
Y'all just going round and round. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. We need a porta john out here. Me too, dude.
Take a picture to last long.
I said that. I do it all the time. He's cool.
I got a little.
An AGC6. So, I was trying to make my camera come on. Like if you shake the phone. I think they're live over there, y'all.
Yeah, that's Betty.
They said I made them C6. Hold this. I need to go to.
think that news is going to stop us or something. And then they'll play down.
Y'all, I'm going to walk to the other side of the house because I tell you what, in the beginning, they were over here by the fence, right? That's where they were. But I know y'all have seen videos and stuff. There's the light that's on over here. I don't think it'll be on though. Nope. They got it off because they know we're out here. Oh, it is on. Y'all look. It is on. And if I'm slick enough, I don't mind me. I'm going to be safe, but hold on. Oh, they got it. Okay. I'm being quiet. Okay, so here. That side light is on. This is, okay. Let's see if y'all can see it. Okay, I'm on this side of the house. Everybody else is over there, right? That light's on. And then this side over here, the little tiny light right there, you can kind of see him. And that porch light back there. See a little bit of light back there? They got the porch light on because that's where they sit at. That's where they sit at. Because everybody else is in that corner. Nobody's in this corner. I'm going to walk back now, guys.
Queen, do you think they got any kind of
Got the
idea
music
nobody's
playing.
home?
I don't know if y'all can hear it or not.
I think Billy's there, but
Music.
maybe Billy and her husband, maybe one of the boys. I don't know, though. I don't know who's all there. I know Leilani's gone, though.
I don't know why they haven't put the spotlight on. They're playing If He Feels the Love Tonight.
That Bluetooth speaker is loud as hell, though.
Mary's over here, guys. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. You're not going to get away with this, Leilani. You're going to prison.
They're in that back corner. You hear me, guys? Mm-hmm. They're in that back corner again.
Hey, here.
The light's on.
That was in my back pocket.
Okay, thank you.
Here's one pack.
Okay.
I have like 5 or 6 packs somewhere.
Hey, Melissa said to call her from your other phone.
Just tell her it's dead. Give me a minute.
Okay, I think she heard you.
Yeah, that's where they're at. That's how you get them pissed off.
You know what?
I'm serious. That
You know what would be awesome? Laser pointers. I know. But I mean, remember laser pointers that we used to have in high school? We used to go like this on our teacher's tip. I used to have one that I would do in my cat would go crazy. Yeah. You're going to jail, Leilani. When you're in prison, you can dream of Disney ice cream. That's all you want, honey. Have you ever seen the show? I watched it all.
Well, see, the issue is people do go home at a certain time. Once it starts getting real late, people do go home. And they know because they get the rest of the night peacefully. Mary said that her other phone is dead, but she was gonna call Melissa in a minute. I think Mary just got in the car to call you.
That music is loud as hell. It's louder than I thought.
Yes, it is.
Like I can hear it word for word, and I didn't realize it was that loud.
That would have been the best house to trick or treat at. The scariest. People are going over there to the corner of the house now. They realize the lights are on. See them? Going over there. Unpin the music thing. Well, I did that so that way she wouldn't.
Oh my goodness. You do not look over 90. Yeah. My son was born in 92. He's 30. It's funny because my husband's birthday is June.
I think they got the dogs out. I hear them barking. All right, I'm putting it back on then. Hold on. Where'd it go?
Yeah, that music is louder than I thought because I can hear it like perfectly coming through the speakers of the phone. So I know it's gonna fuck their video up.
Who is Queen Bee?
I hope that. Oh shit! Now they're fucking starting their shit again. Who is Queen Bee? Fuck.
You're
Go
popular.
fuck with the other 6 people streaming your shit. I guess if she's fucking with me, she ain't worried about them.
You're popular these
Jesus.
days.
They're the first ones. Queen Bee streaming you. Jesus. Yep, I am. And it's fair use, and I'm going to keep doing it. That's why, Constant Sue, that's why I told you don't say anybody else's fucking name that's streaming. Don't say anything. Jeez. Who's streaming me? We're going to hear that for the next 2 hours. Fuck. Lord, here we go. I know, I don't know why.
Get to do what you
I
got
always
to do.
I was going to say I always take the blame for it. They're saying in BHB chat, you're streaming. Why the fuck would I stream her? Somebody else is streaming her. I ain't streaming that girl. Shit. She can check my shit. I am not streaming that girl. I wouldn't stream her ass to give her a fucking view the first anyways. You was just over there, Mackenzie. They always do that. They go straight for me. Like, what the fuck? Go find these other motherfuckers that are streaming you guys that you don't know nothing about. Shit, go holler at them. Fuck. She's always talking about who's Queen Bee. Always. Fuck. Who's Queen Bee? Well, fuck. Come over here and find out, chick. You might like us or something. Shit. It's the same shit. It's always Queen Bee. It's always me. Always.
You be a shit stirred mofo, I
I'm the
guess.
right. The shit stirring motherfuckers are always blaming me. Right. Lots of people are streaming them and they don't even know it. Oh well, fuck it. I'll take the blame. That way they don't get in trouble either. Which you can't. It's fair use. So it's all good. Right, Savage Mama. She went from protesting to liking us. So now. Yeah, it's always me. I'm always the one that's over there fucking streaming her. And oh well, fuck it. Let her say that. I don't give a fuck. It's like I said, it's fair use. So fuck it. She never remembers me either, right? She never remembers. Like, what the fuck? But you know what? That's cool. Because then people from your chat come on over here. So it's all right. Go ahead and keep up. Bitch, you had to find out I was live through Bum Bitch Bullbag, huh? And I ain't even streaming her, but they're saying I am. What's up, P-Tim?
What's up, Pastor?
Come to join the team. We're getting talk shit about again.
Oh, okay. I don't know why everyone
is streaming again.
Yeah, no, I don't know why everyone was freaking out like I disappeared.
Oh my God. So right, somebody look. Tilly said, "Hide your Xannies. Molly's there."
Yeah, I've got mine locked up.
Right, you need to be worried about hiding your fucking medicine. Shit.
Hey, Queen Bee, this is just to tell you something though. I am not getting notified by anybody's channels, and a lot of those channels are noticing that they're not going out. I don't know what the deal is. This unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit the bell bullshit. It ain't working.
Did you try Ouija board?
Sometimes when you hit the bell, you gotta hit the bell, and then you gotta go up to all.
Did you try a Ouija board, maybe?
Remy marries.
No, BTM. I didn't try no tarot cards either, but
that might help. That might help get you a stream.
I'm pretty straight laced and square, dude. I don't do that kind of stuff. I tried the 8-ball though; it didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why these people keep on doing this because this is a dangerous precedence they're setting. Because it's like the whole law from Florida also stems from the Frisbee versus Schultz case, which was basically a bunch of people sending death threats to someone who did abortions, and it was precedent set by that. That's why they did it. So basically, according to BHB and everyone, I can let's say I don't like a Republican, I can just go to their house and just protest and be like, yo, I don't like you passing this law, so I'm just going to blast the radio on and harass you because you passed a law I don't like. Like, is this not a kind of anarchism that we're going with now? That you can just go in front of people's houses, harass them in residential neighborhoods? Why don't we just do that with every single person we don't like? I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to like a senator's house, a Congress member's house, maybe the pizza guy's house, maybe because, he made a pizza I didn't like how I liked it. I mean, like, this is just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't agree with this. This is ridiculous. I think what they're doing is dangerous precedents, and they're going to set them. And if someone doesn't just outlaw this, it's going to continue. So,
you're right.
And this is the same. And that's another thing. Like BHB says, "Oh, I'm a Republican." And it's like, okay, so when Black Lives Matter comes in front of your house or your favorite senator's house and does the exact same things, I hope you enjoy the precedents you're doing.
Oh, exactly. And I sent that to Queen Bee in the private chat. It's too bad Black Lives Matter did not copyright justice, no peace, saying they'd be making some bucks here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't agree with this. This is really bad, and I hope they all get arrested and thrown in jail.
There's always rules for me and those for thee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, these people think they're actually doing something. They're like, oh, we're protesting, we're exercising our rights. And it's like, no, you're just really you're destroying other people's rights so you can put your rights over them.
That's right. And it's like Queen Bee and several other creators have said, go down to the offices and the government offices, protest during banker's hours, and go home.
Yeah, and I don't see anywhere from BHP. She says, like, if I do a circle with 3 people, apparently that makes me immune from your HB 1571 law, which basically I looked at YouTube videos and I could not find where she's citing where you could just travel in a circle and makes you immune to being fined, asked to leave peacefully. And then secondly, they say, okay, now we're going to arrest you and fine you $500. I don't see where the walking in circles makes you immune. Maybe she can cite that next stream. I can show us the actual law that she's citing.
I don't know. Walking in circles sounds like makes you like crazy. I mean, it's just doesn't.
Yeah, let people say that they were streaming through their thing because they're dumb. I mean, like, honestly, those people need to like really. I mean, like, I don't know why those people are just lost. They don't really understand what the precedence is setting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this loophole is. I would love her to actually cite this and actually be like, okay, here's the section of law I am citing that allows me to be just walk in circles and be immune from this legislation that clearly says you're not supposed to protest in front of a residential house and you'll be asked to leave peacefully first, and then you can be arrested. I watched like 3 YouTube videos and I actually looked up the law a little bit. Maybe I need to actually look at this fine print, but yeah, I don't know.
What did she do? I'm confused.
We're not stopping. We're not quitting. We're not stopping. We're not going to stop. It's not going away. Own up to it. At least do that. Own up to it.
I don't know who this is. They're in the backyard back there, guys. Jay. Where? Here. Let's go where?
Justice for quitting.
So don't even go past that one. Just for our sake. I'll tell you later.
Oh, show him the window. There's
I'll tell
movement
you-
in the window.
I'll
Zoom in
tell
on
you
it.
later everything.
Wendy would love to hear that.
I noticed you always have the light on the room you killed him in.
Baby killer. Even your neighbors.
Car window.
Shit, it almost makes me wonder if he's even in there because this is ridiculous.
This is kind of sad if you think about like how pathetic their efforts are. Like, this is kind of really sad.
I'm gonna go charge.
You got like 7 or 8 people screaming randomly in front of a house.
I've given it a lot of thought over the last few days. I mean, if that was me and people were doing it to my
Yeah,
house,
they're playing the music.
I would just have to leave and ask my neighbors forgiveness. You know what I mean?
No, I'd probably get a lawyer and then sue the shit out of them. I would just take them all to civil. I would take Betty to civil court. I would take Dolly to civil court. I would take them all to court. I would just hire an attorney, and then I would and then I would probably sue the city, like the county, for allowing this.
Like, y'all know, like, Lonnie's not here. But there's people here, but, like, Lonnie's not.
Well, Tim, I was going back through the back chat last night trying to look at something, but people call you the voice of reason, my friend.
Highly doubt that.
Leilani's not here.
Baby killers live here. Oh, he got arrested.
Because like Lip Block No More says some sort of a section that they're obviously breaking called 55 dB.
You're welcome.
The level that describes moderate to
Leilani,
soft
she's
sounds.
not
In
here.
fact, it's incomparable to quiet home environment,
She is,
residential
Where's
streets.
that? Did you know a baby
So I would probably
crying?
go up to the county and be like, "Yo, they're breaking
Yeah.
this audience or this ordinance, and
Where's your dad?
you guys are not doing anything. So I'm suing you."
Baby, right? But it's like that they arrest you. But they arrest you and they don't arrest you. They arrest him. So they arrest him.
Well, Tim,
I don't know where Leilani
here's
is.
the
but
deal,
she's
man.
not
I'm a little
here.
older than you, but if you ain't ever heard the saying,
She's
don't
by
fight
somewhere
City
yet.
Hall, you're going to lose the
He's got
war.
the baby crying.
That's true, brother.
Why did you
Well,
let your daughter
it's
feel
not about
like
fighting
that?
them. It's about making them like worried enough to actually do their job. Like you're not going to win, obviously, but you're going to get them worried enough to actually send cops out there to limit their liability. You know, like I'm serious. Like sometimes you just need to actually start a
Where's the
lawsuit to
baby
scare
crying
people.
come from?
No, they're playing the baby crying again.
Oh, gosh.
There.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You think they're gonna like that?
That's some classy individuals right there.
Yeah, and Colleen Dahl is a fucking liar. So BHB can come check for her fucking self and see I'm not streaming her shit.
Okay, I will. Y'all hear the baby crying?
You're
Hush,
right,
little baby.
Evander.
Okay, we're playing that for Leilani and them.
I'll have a birthday tomorrow.
I do it all the time. One time I played like 15 songs and they didn't say cops didn't say shit to me. It depends
Or
on
did he
who's
say, Mommy, don't hit me?
No, you couldn't hardly talk, poor thing.
No,
What a witch.
they all got
What
speech
a
problems.
fucking witch.
I heard.
You hear the
Now,
baby
now,
crying?
Queen, they talking about you?
You hear the baby crying?
That's why she killed him.
Stop the kids,
I believe they're talking about Leilani, talking about that's why she killed him. I don't know why the fuck they'd be saying that about me. I ain't
I was just joking with you.
Oh, I'm like,
Make
man,
light.
shit. I know they ain't talking that stupid shit about me.
Ouch. If that doesn't burn a hole through your soul, you are Satan. You are Satan.
Satan lives in Savannah.
Make the sign of the cross.
The devil went down to Georgia. She made it there today.
Satan lives here. And his helpers.
Okay. So what do you think?
Yeah, she lives in Pennsylvania.
Is that jaundice for all down there
How's
too?
it go? Yeah, but y'all, she's not here. She's not here.
This one, I mean, you usually don't find a baby killer that throws her child in a dumpster.
Wow. Jaundice for all with the hot takes.
Oh yeah, out there kissing their dog.
Like I think Jaundice is trying to be like as forceful as Molly, but can't
Why is the
because
baby
he's just
crying
like
awful?
he's taking an ambient and he's kind of falling asleep. I don't know. He does have no. He has no high energy at
To
all.
me, there's not. I mean, I knew a lot of people left their dogs like.
It almost sounds like Willow in the background.
Yeah, he's like too soft
Kid
spoken.
is a different level of love. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely out of his element. I agree. He's completely out of his element.
Smaller in person, isn't it? It's a lot smaller in person.
That's not me playing
It's
it.
a lot smaller in
As they
person.
shall know.
Is he discussing how big the house is?
You hear the baby crying?
They were covering up the bottom right.
You hear the baby?
I'm not playing that, y'all.
We want to know where the baby's at.
Actually,
We know where the baby's at.
someone just walked by that window.
Let's lay him to rest. We want to know why you did it. What could he have done to you?
I wonder if like the audience will actually like ask BHB and Molly and Dolly, is half the money
I
you're
don't
making from
know.
super
Somebody
chats going to any
told her.
charities? The answer is no. Because these are the moral, like the people, the moral police or something like that. So
Justice
obviously,
for Baby Quinn. Baby killers live here. Baby killers live here.
I don't know. That kid crying music's about to get under my
And
last
the lights
nerve.
don't make it easier. Just letting you know.
I mean, this is just simply shock tactics, you know.
A big football stadium light.
There used to be a book that was put out, the best dirty tricks to pull on somebody, and that's the kind of stuff that needs to be done to some of these folks.
No, what needs to be done is you sue them and you take away the one thing they care about most, which is money.
These people out there doing this ain't got no money, man.
Jaundice does. Jaundice husband's married to a doctor.
Well, I don't know about the other channels.
Molly's got a house.
If y'all don't like it, then
Molly's got a house.
don't let the door hit you in the ass.
BHB's got a house. Dolly's got money.
Shit,
Sue
I
'em.
can't please
on the way out.
I can't please everybody. I think the baby crying's a trigger. What do you think he was doing when she murdered him? I'm not trying to trigger anybody, and I don't know your past. You know, it can bring back memories. So I'm not trying to do that, y'all, but we're trying to get to them.
Yeah, if you're trying to get to them, why are you live streaming? Why is everyone live streaming? If you're this is a selfless act in which you're trying to get this alleged baby killer to confess. You wouldn't need to live stream it to do it. Question for the BHB, Dolly, and Molly's, and that other
It's
lady
a
who
trigger.
I don't know,
Turn it down for a
Jaundice.
minute. Like it's, you know, like.
You saying turn the baby stuff down? Yeah.
Some people say they won't leave the group. Like, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. It's just a baby crying, Jesus.
Well, to the lady who's streaming this shit, if you're so proud of it, why don't you
me.
announce who you are?
Yeah, knock, trick or treat.
I think we do know who she is, actually.
I don't care. I was just being an ass.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're trying to do it to shoot, the first time we did it, somebody else did the baby song, everybody liked it. I didn't have one complaint.
I wonder why no one likes
to be
babies
open-minded.
crying
We're talking about a 20-month-old baby missing.
Yeah, and you're playing it right in front of the dead kid's memorial.
I think everybody wants somebody to her too.
Yeah, right.
Including
I
guys.
can't turn shit down. I'm not playing it.
Got him going to get my projector. I'm gonna put a movie back on our house. They want to play music. We'll play music.
Well, y'all want to play movies? We'll play movies. Yeah, like I try to say trigger warning about some things, but y'all gotta think about Quentin and what he went through. Okay. So right now, I know it's hard, but try to set things aside. I mean, it's even a trigger warning for me, you know. I have to think about things that my baby, you know, my grandson, I don't see much. So, like, I mean, by no means am I trying to make anybody feel worse besides the people in this house. I walked away.
Grabbers into the back of the dumpster, and then it's compressed.
What the fuck is wrong with Jaundice? He's like such a weirdo.
Justice for Quentin, and that's
This
why.
guy, this is,
Dang
by
it,
the
I need
way,
my long lighter.
guys, this is the guy that actually edited the Kylie
So I can
Robbins
light
video
my candles.
when she's
I can't
underwater
light
to
my
see if she was
candles 'cause
naked.
y'all can't find my long
So
lighter.
this guy is disgusting.
But I did like those.
And he's
I knew
talking
it.
about like a dump,
We'll
like
say a prayer,
a
y'all.
garbage truck compressing a child, like to people.
Yeah,
Like
I
this man
agree.
is a ghoul.
The only music we can hear right now is
Where's he at?
the
Tim in the
monster
chat
house.
or what?
No, that's the guy. He's there. That's
So
the
we'll
same
take a
YouTuber.
moment in
I
silence.
did that to
don't know. I don't watch them channels, man. I don't know.
No, but we talked about him for Kylie Rodney. Like you know how like the WAP showed like the underwater footage of like retrieving. He actually edited it, tried to edit it so he can actually see her dead body and show it on YouTube. That's the guy. This guy is a ghoul.
Man.
Like it's disgusting. This guy is really a ghoul. Like honestly.
No, I mean listen to shit been playing. It's awful. I know. The whole thing's awful. I mean, it's y'all see almost every morning when I go live.
I did say
praying.
AWK. I might have skipped out a little accidentally.
And you know, I don't want to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude when I tell people to leave because you know we have trolls in this group. So
my apologies if I
don't
said
know if people are
WAP.
trolling me or
I meant
what.
AWP. My
But
apologies.
if somebody has a trigger warning because of the music, I don't. You know, that's not what it's. That's not the intention. Just and I didn't play it, but we did get a lot of requests for that, especially Quentin's voice. But like I said, I'm not. That's not my card today.
They need to rent in. I wonder how much that would cost, Ringo, actually. I'm actually going to Google that.
But I think the music's gone now. So everybody's good.
See, Ringo gave a good idea. They need to rent a 12-foot privacy fence and put it around their front yard and then set up speakers that blast music that plays that gets them demonetized.
Well, I'm not doing music tonight, but I know sometimes I do.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
But that the music and the copyright stuff's been brought up a lot of times. Nobody's doing it, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it's just loud enough or something. I like.
Did get those lit.
Or they're not playing the right music. Like if you played like Guns with Roses or something like that, you know, like some of those bands, they will immediately come after your ass. It's like crazy. Like I remember I played Tupac's song. 5 seconds of Tupac's song, the video went down. I'm not joking.
At the end, yeah.
But that was Facebook, so I'm not sure about YouTube. Facebook, it went down like immediately.
That little square, that's my little prayer circle.
I vanished. Let me see.
I mean, this is hard for everybody. I mean, look how creepy that house looks. Isn't it odd how these stories are always creepy houses? I mean, is it the story that makes the house creepy, or is the house just really creepy, you know?
It's probably most of the people out front.
I think the people out front in masks and playing children crying songs and a kid, some guy talking about children being like a child being compressed by a garbage truck is pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta get something to drink. Hold on, y'all.
By the way, Queen, you got a super chat. By the way.
Shit, I dropped my lid.
Thank you very much. Let me see here. Let me see if I can see. Lady Canine owner and partner. She said, Queen Bee, you and the group are doing an amazing job exposing these nuisance individuals. 4 individuals are going to be in a big surprise. They may be enjoying themselves now, but trust and believe they will not be down the road.
Yeah, these people make it creepy, but the house is creepy too.
The house doesn't look creepy to me.
No, it's the people in front of the house is creepy. Like that, you had John just talking about a kid being compressed by a garbage truck. You got crying baby music. You got a lady with a Jason mask running around, and you're all line dancing in front of a memorial for a dead child. I think that's pretty fucking creepy. And you got Molly down there with BHB talking about they're willing to have sex with the grandmother if they would get them answers. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Molly's like, I think it was Molly basically said, like, I'm willing to have sex with Billy Joe to get ansors.
What the
I don't know. They have been outside since I've been here, except coming and going. Y'all told me Leilani's not here, so we know our mom's here with her best friend.
Oh yeah, so basically Burns says if you have over 10,000 subs, you can avoid this, like, being demonetized, basically, like getting fucked over by the music. Good to know.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said they can get demonetized. Olivia, she fucking she muted her stream earlier from it.
Yeah.
Because of it. Oh, here's our boy coming in hot. What up, dude?
What's up, sweetheart? How you, baby?
How you doing?
I didn't realize I come on. I just got to shower.
No, they're back at it. Molly's down there. Justice is down there. I guess Mallory's on her way. Didn't even know she was going down there.
The newer or the older one?
Hey, I'm going to bounce out and come right back in. I forgot to mute the damn YouTube. Now I can't make it stop damn echoing. I'll be right back.
All right.
See, Queen Bee, I ain't the only one that does that shit.
I know it. People forget to hit that pause button.
I didn't see her leave.
Somebody on my chat. In all reality, y'all all came on live at the same time, and I had yours and two other
No shit. Did we all come on together?
Is there anything in there?
Here's the actual video of her. Like, this is a clip channel of her saying that she would sleep with Billy Joe to get answers.
Yeah,
Wow.
I am too. It's okay.
That's the only thing I got. It's not.
She'll go lower than low, huh?
Yeah.
I'll take the water, I guess. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the only one.
It'll be all right. I'll put this back here.
That's crazy as fuck to me.
I got more. I don't know what happened to me.
I mean,
well, I had to go to
to even talk like that, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
What was like 24 of them yesterday?
And you don't even know where Molly's been. You might get something if you sleep with her. I mean, honestly. Might need a tetanus shot or something.
Why are they spotlighting them people's house?
Yeah, it was Billy Joe in the older Civic.
What idiots.
But who said Leilani wasn't home?
All right, I think that fixed it. Damn, that was a rookie mistake. I don't do that very often. It's totally tapped the link and forgot to cut the other one off. The shit just... It was a different window, but it just kept playing the same shit in my ear. It was like freaking me out.
Yeah, and here's the link, by the way, for you, Will, to look at the if you want to look at
that's the song we were
Molly
playing.
saying that she's willing to sleep with Billy Joe to get answers.
Oh, sorry. But are you comfortable?
Molly will just turn it into a Kardashian tape. So
That's the song I was playing.
Yeah.
What you gonna
I'll be right
do?
back. Hold on.
What you gonna do? Were y'all here when I was playing that? Bad boys. That shit was so funny.
What's up,
The
Willow, my brother?
That night was cool as fuck.
Jason, what's happening, brother? How are you, buddy?
Living the dream, man, or the nightmare, whichever you want to call it.
And we were tearing it up, except that cousin song that got me banned off Facebook. But
Is there not something kind of eerily purgy poltergeist about a bunch of strangers just standing on a sidewalk staring at a house waiting for something to happen?
And what's bad is I'm watching Poltergeist on the TV right now.
See, there you go. I mean, it just has this whole Halloween vibe to it. Like pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns, and that's what we need is some Michael Myers son of a bitch to stroll out of a bush. Bet they scatter.
There already is. The lady that films has a Jason mask on. So.
Oh God.
I don't think she has
tragedy
before. Something's fucked up with her volume, so she's got her thumb over it, one or the other.
Just see.
Well, we're not dealing with a pro here, you know.
Shit, you think she'd be a veteran at this shit by now? They've been out there, what, 2 fucking weeks?
Yeah, you would think she would have like one of those sticks that you could hold out, you know, or something, or like attached to her like jacket.
Look at it this way. Another couple of weeks, it'll be so cold, I bet they go home.
Yeah.
Fucking cold, they ain't staying out there.
I give Molly like 3 days to be down here because Molly's the most laziest person I've ever seen on a live stream. She's literally eating and sleeping on a live stream.
So, did y'all see everybody? I'm assuming that's what y'all were talking about when I came in because I saw people in the chat talking about it. But today, when Molly gets there, it's like Olivia, mutes and runs across the street real quick, and it's because I guess somebody at the house was playing, music. They were, copyrighted type shit.
Yeah.
So she runs across the street, she unmutes, and then each party comes over and gives kind of their take on how that's bullshit and it's a myth, and here's how you avoid monetization loss. And then finally somebody says something and they go, well, yeah, but it's not always about the money. I'm like, oh, you bitches just gave a monetization seminar on how not to lose your money. And now you act like it's not about money. Okay.
Well, if it was about harassing her, they wouldn't be like live streaming it. They would just shut off their live streams and then just do it.
I said that yesterday. I said, we all know the olden day where cops will go way harder in the paint when there ain't a camera on them. And I was kind of cool with them days, to be honest with you. I liked it. And we all know humans will do it, just regular civilians. I'm way more prone to whip your ass. Like, let me say it this way. The reason why Dolly's holding that camera in that girl's face yesterday, because it keeps everybody honest. It keeps anybody from getting their teeth knocked out. So if it was really about leaning on the family to get explanations and, some kind of storyline, turn the cameras off. Turn it off. I promise you'll get way further that way, but they won't do it because that's not really what it's about. It ain't got shit to do with his kid, man. It's about money.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Well,
They ain't turning them cameras off.
I mean, like, Gray donates half his money to a charity. Why are these people not donating half their money or some of the proceeds to a charity like, for missing kids or any of the like dozens of charities that deal with missing kids?
We're night shift.
I have a whole new respect for Gray Hughes after hearing that the other day. I had no idea.
Yeah, he does. And he does his research. He's actually, he's got one of those personalities. You love him or hate him, but you can't go against his work. He has a good work ethic, and he also has like good moral fiber to give up half his money.
And see, to me, I can hate you on a personal level, and I'll automatically respect you for that. Don't even care. I like you already just because of that.
Yeah, how many people you don't see Molly doing that? Molly lives literally has 2 houses.
She and a Range Rover, Fendi bags, and the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. And he does a lot of research on his stuff, you got to give him credit for that. And he covers cases that are not, a lot of cases that don't get a lot of media attention.
I have found tons of first-time cases I hadn't heard anything about from Gray. Lots of times. And I'll never hear anybody else talk about him. He'll have his little 400 or 500 in chat. He'll talk about them for a couple of weeks until there's some sort of resolve, and he'll move on. You'll never hear another creator mention it.
Yeah.
Those people think they're honking to support their
yes, sir. I said that earlier too.
They're probably honking so they don't hit them.
That's exactly what they're honking.
But people think that's something like it's the same thing with their chats, dude. It's people who are getting a partial story. They just see honk for Quentin, justice for Quentin, honk if you want justice. Who here, even if you're on the side of the family, nobody wants that child to go unjustified. Nobody wants that child to. We all want the same shit.
Almost.
Justice!
Justice for Quentin!
No justice, no peace. No justice,
No peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
So they're gonna do this for like a minute, yeah, and then stop because they got tired.
Yeah, way to commit.
Y'all like that?
That I hate to give these people like I'm not even gonna say I was about to give them an idea, but they're too stupid, so I'm not gonna give them an idea. But like you can't keep on saying that because you're gonna get tired. You're actually like pushing more effort in saying that.
No sleep.
5 times.
5 times.
Holler, y'all. You ain't got holler loud.
All right,
If they were really smart,
no quit, no sleep.
instead of playing baby sounds and all this other stupid shit, they should just do a no justice, no peace audio track and just release
See,
it.
that's
That way they ain't
I
gonna
was
chant
gonna
it.
say that, but I didn't want to give them the idea.
No sleep. No Quentin, no sleep. No Quentin, no sleep.
Hey,
No
Willow,
Quentin, no sleep. No
Yes,
Quentin, no sleep.
I sent you a private text there, dude, in the chat.
Oh, Jesus.
An 18-month-old
No Quentin, no
See?
peace.
Leilani!
20 months.
Come out and play!
Her voice is dying. We're seeing it in real time.
Seek.
Hide and seek.
Lonnie, come
Hold
out
on,
and
Savage
play.
Mama. Are you up here, honey?
Come out, wherever you are.
Are you up here?
Just fart? That
I
woman?
think so. I don't know if it's.
Not Savage, the woman on that's doing the recording.
Yeah, I think the woman that's doing the recording,
That's
she's, I
what
was
we
gonna say,
said,
she's
no
not even
quit,
added
no
to the
peace.
stream, so. Yeah, I think Mary, well, maybe somebody over there was. Mary better chill. It might be Justice. He's standing
She'll
next to
fit
it.
in with the crackheads. She'll fit right in with them.
You know, I can't believe they're not saying nothing back at all.
No, they said
Thanks,
something.
brother.
The only time they really say something back is if you go
Yes,
close
sir.
enough
Yes,
on
sir.
that side. Or if they drunk. But you can't get close
They
enough.
just ain't drunk enough.
If you smell that grill,
I have a question. So if you walk up the that little
Let me guess. That's got to be Molly with them shoes.
yeah, they will call the guy if you walk too far.
hey,
You know it is if she's running over there with pink shoes on.
Yeah, you know, ain't not a single bit of color. Got bright ass pink shoes. Got to be.
I'm live, but
Oh, you have a YouTube channel?
And that's another thing.
Hey,
When I get back to Florida, I'm gonna be
I'm
striking
the
sons of
group.
bitches if you've
It's
been
all
showing my
YouTube.
content. Again, we've all talked about this. If it's about an active missing child, an active missing child, why would you not want people to share it?
they
We know why, don't we?
they're gone.
That's
But
why
I'm
people
wondering. I'm wondering. I don't know how to mute this.
Oh,
that's good information. Because I said something about renting or buying it, and they said that ain't happening. I'm telling you.
That's good information.
Are we really whispering on a live right now?
Yeah, it's like whenever you commit, you know, we live in an age where people actually will commit
I really
crimes
do.
on live
That's why the
streams.
cops are acting the way
She's
they're
whispering like it's making a difference. Bitch, you're live. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, the 537 people have heard
living in
you.
that house.
Your secret has been recorded.
Yeah, hey chat, just between just between us. So last night while my wife was out of town, but don't tell nobody.
Just between us, like a small town of people.
Dude, we used to oh god, that's an irrelevant story. I don't need to get into that. But God, she's an idiot. God, she's an idiot.
And someone's probably going to be like texting, like, "Girl, don't whisper on a live stream. 500 people
Yeah, don't
watching
whisper on a live. They can hear you.
Mute yourself. You have to mute yourself."
And then she even says, I don't know how to mute this. I was thinking, shit, ping it off the pavement a couple more times. Trust me, you'll have no audio at all, sweetheart.
Yeah.
No shit. And if you're gonna do drugs, don't live stream it. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm talking shit because I'm smarter than this bitch. Like, undoubtedly. Like, I don't even need a cosigner. I got this. However, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Had Twitter and YouTube. Social cam kind of became the first like mainstream kind of streaming thing that people started making little shorts on. But that was kind of when I was getting into that late 20s and I knew better. Had some of this shit been a thing when I was at the height of my stupidity, yeah, I'd probably have another charge or two. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we have gangsters on IG Live right now throwing up sets and threatening other gangbangers and shit. Like, I can't imagine the world we live in where Bloods and Crips are fighting on IG. That's just fucking mind-blowing to me. God, we've become a stupid generation. It's like that movie Idiocracy. I kind of feel like that.
Willow, I'm Archie Bunker, so what's it make you think?
You have to be quiet. They can hear you. Bitch, you live. You talk hands to the phone. Even if I talk like this, you can still hear me.
Willow, I'm telling you a secret. I buried the money behind 49 something lane.
That's it, man.
Let me tell you the exact location of the buried treasure so you and me can only know about this. Don't worry. No one will know.
You know, of all of them, I hate to say what I'm about to say, but of all of them, Dolly is playing this the best.
Yeah, he goes home. He gets his video. He goes home. He just relaxes. He does a stupid Turtle Island, and then he says, "Okay, I'm coming back later on when everyone else does the work. Collect the money and then come back."
Well, even like just how he's making his money, he's doing it in this kind of cynical, sarcastic, kind of satirical way. Like, his whole thing is us versus them, right? You know, that's the angle, is to be against me is for them, to be for them is against me. So now I'm going to make money in front of you and flip you off while I do it. Donate to this red payphone. I mean, that's essentially what he was doing, was for every dollar you give me, an anti-protester cries. And so he's kind of now satirically saying, yeah, so what? It's a hustle. So what? It's for money. So what? It's for content. Fuck you, pay me. Yeah. And people like that shit, and it's working. Now he can kind of do it in your face and be an asshole while he does it, and says, yes, it's a hustle. So what? Fuck you, pay me. Yeah, makes it a hard fight to fight there.
Yeah, pretty much, unfortunately. Like, there's people that want to give him money. I mean, like...
It is, dude. It's literally people just want to set their wallet on fire. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean
these gas people, is $8 a gallon.
I mean, these people could put up, like, missing photos of this kid, Quentin. They could, you know, maybe like do something like that, donate to charity, but they don't do any of that. You know what I mean? Like, think of it if all these people actually put like posters of missing kids around the neighborhood, or just Quentin, like how many posters and stuff they can do. But they didn't. They don't even film it, really.
Either they got that house mired, I bet.
Mm-hmm. To answer you, Jim, I haven't seen anything of this whole thing but this house and the landfill.
Yeah. Like, there are other missing people in Georgia. You guys, maybe in the same area, you could talk about. Just say it.
They love you.
Tell them I was talking to Molly.
Liar, Lonnie.
Gummy bear. Liar, Lonnie. Gummy bear.
What else? Ask him what else does she hate.
Lonnie, gummy bear.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Lonnie, gummy bear.
Liar, Lonnie, gummy bear.
Why the fuck would you say that?
See, was you?
That's right.
He was outside.
What the fuck?
Did you hear when Lonnie was outside?
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're one of the paid pigs that are giving these fucking people money, you deserve to have your dick slammed in a car door. Okay? You deserve to dry fuck a toaster at least once in your lifetime. I hope you, I mean, dude, God almighty. This is just cringe, bro.
Yeah, this is like really weird.
Yeah, it's getting very cultish. You know, I'm waiting for them to all drink the Kool-Aid and collapse in the pavement.
Yeah, like this is kind of getting cultish. Like someone
Uh-huh.
steal, like
They're all gonna come back with matching henna tattoos and shit.
Can I ask a question of the general chat and maybe everyone else? What did Molly do by coming down here that would be any different than any one of these people? I guess this. She's the
It
gummy
just
bear thing.
means instead of having to trust the other ones to divvy up the money, now it can just go straight to her cash out.
Yeah.
That's all it accomplished.
I don't know, Tim, because like I said, I don't watch these people. And I go off y'all's opinions, but I don't know. Guess I need to tune in tomorrow and check some of this shit out.
Like I'm waiting for him like sit Indian style in a little circle in the driveway and Dolly out there preaching the good word.
Yeah, it's really sad. Honestly, it's really sad. It's telling. Like this is your level of your protester referring to liar, Lalani, and gummy bear.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we're going to crack this case any minute. I feel like we're really getting somewhere, folks.
Yeah, like this is just a tremendous cash grab. I'm sorry.
You know another way to shut this down other than music or anything else? Go out there with the Trump 24 sign and see what happens.
They'll start protesting that in a minute.
No, I think they should do what Ringo says. Ringo had a good idea. He's like, get a 12, upper privacy fence, and then get a boom box right on top of it and just blast like copyright music. Like just sound reduction on your side so they can't even see you and film you while you're in your yard. You rent it out and you do that. Well, it's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, really just the noise in general. I don't know why they don't just have music nonstop playing.
Yeah,
I just go buy a nice Bluetooth speaker, park it right there in the middle of my driveway, and just blare music at them all night. I think the neighbors would much rather hear Jethro Tull live at the Fillmore than to have to listen to this retarded, gummy bear
You could
shit.
get like a heavy. You could
gummy bears.
Yeah, you can get a heavy-duty custom fence privacy screen. You put it around, and then you put surveillance cameras around, and so if anyone damages it, boom, you got them, and then you can arrest them. It's going to cost you money, but you're going to get a lot of people arrested. You might even get Molly arrested if she starts trying to cut the privacy fence or something.
Yeah, I'm down with the sprinkler thing. I think the sprinkler thing would be fantastic.
Yep. That's a cool idea. Yep. You can't do that right, Liv, water restrictions, but that's a good idea.
You know what would also be cool, and I don't know why nobody's thought about this? They keep getting pissed off, right, that people are streaming their content. How about we all chip in, we get a nice DSLR, maybe a couple of them, and we just send somebody out to the family's house to set up live streams in the yard that does nothing but live stream the protesters, because they are in public space. That's private space. And now if you want to know what's going on with the family, you just go to Billy Joe's page and you can watch the protest from there.
Yep.
And there you go. Now they can't bitch. They can't copyright strike. They can't do a fucking thing. And we can stream the
They can't anyways unless we stream Bullhorn Betty's or something like that without talking, because there's fair use. And I'll tell you right now, there's other creators who are streaming Bullhorn Betty right now. It's not me, obviously, but there's other creators that are. So we have this fucking shit saved.
Dude, we can make that happen pretty easy. I mean, and there you go. We just buy a couple of dummy batteries, keep that summit plugged up, and run a 24-hour live stream of the protesters. We can do it from private property. Therefore, it kills all the garbage pail kids that just want to see the dumpster fire, which is about 2,000 of the 4,000 in chat. There you go. They'll now come over to that side. You'll find out who the real pay pigs are and who's not. And you can watch all 3 or 4 of them just totally spur their shit on the sidewalk because they can't stop the stream by any form of action through terms of service. There's nothing they can do. Nothing. Go home. You could do that. But that's all you can do.
She ain't all that, is she? She is not all that.
You know what, dude? I would personally drive it over there and set it up. I could do that. I can't hang out for days, but I can do a turnaround trip, 5 hours there, 5 hours back. Take me about an hour to set it all up.
Math, gotta be math. Their jaws can't stay still.
I'll burn an evening doing it.
her brother-in-law is on my Facebook, definitely, right?
She's a woman. She can.
He is the oldest brother's uncle, right?
I mean, that is true.
Seriously.
He said she's usually about 250.
Grandma was a prostitute. It
She's
runs
a
in the
crackhead.
line.
He said she's
Oh
always
gosh.
and she's always sold from her family, but I think she's with the meth and she's also a lot of it. Like her own family didn't think that was her in court when the news showed that clip, because I was talking to Jeffrey and he's like, that is not my sister-in-law, whatever she is. He's like, I know she's like 250, but then it was her. He was like, damn, she's all.
Well, great insight from people on the ground, I guess.
Is Natasha Cooper really going? You've got to be kidding me.
What, Natasha Cooper?
Now I just want to see a celebrity death match in the road between all these creators, because they've all talked shit about each other.
Well, eventually, I think they're going to start attacking each other because they're going to be like, "This is my stream, and you're taking away from." Actually, you know what? I see Jaundice for All. I see how many people did his. How many does BHB do? Are they just going to rotate it around? Be like, "This is my time, guys. Don't be around this time, and I'll be around this time," and they're just like anting up his case like a.
That I've been saying he winds up coming out because
Where were you the morning that
I let him forward, but the first day I seen him, I followed you on Summer Wells, like.
Now they're telling Molly that they followed her on Summer Wells.
That's great. That's a great example.
She's going to have to loosen her head up now to contain her head growth.
But you know what's surprising is that you're just seeing like thousands of people watching these people's live streams. It's like, I don't get it. Like Betty's literally standing in front of a camera, like looking terrible. You got Jaundice with like the voice of someone who just took 2 Ambients and is about to fall asleep. And I don't know what the Olivia lady's doing. I can't even find her goddamn stream. And look, and this one was
Chronicles of Olivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to at least kind of think she was a useful idiot, right? I used to go, okay, she's like 12 years old. She's just really, really good with Adobe Premiere. She knows how to edit some very true, borderline Lifetime documentary level shit. Some Discovery Plus. She's really, really good at video edits. However, after today, when she ran across the road real quick and did the mute thing because she was so worried about her stream that had been up for, 3 minutes and already had 1.8K in the chat, I'm going, what the hell is she doing? I thought maybe it was a service issue. We know the service sucks. Then when she gets across the street and unmutes and explains the music in the background and the whole monetization thing, I thought, oh my God, you really are absolutely complacent in this. You're not the useful idiot at all.
Willow, I'm gonna need you to loan me some money because we need to go to Savannah.
Hey,
Natasha Cooper and her daughter have just announced they are going to Savannah.
I just about.
Yeah,
I mean,
they are. They
I
want to
just
this money grab. This is a motherfucking nice money grab. Of course, they see everybody else making money. They want to make it too.
I'm fucking livid. What do we do? Because
I'm telling you, that's the answer. That is the answer, is to get them a 24-hour live stream. I'm telling you, that ends this all.
This cannot continue, you guys. We have got to do something.
We need somebody.
I had a meltdown last night. I've had an entire meltdown because I feel like now we're starting to contribute to the problem.
She's already been kicked from the platform. That's just going to help her get kicked faster. So it's all good.
No, I think what the people.
When are we becoming part of the problem?
Oh, no, we've absolutely spotlighted it. That's what makes YouTube an imperfect business model. That's what I was saying the other day. If I pick a fight with Laura, she loses no matter what happens. I got 1,200 subs. She got 20,000. If she picks a fight with Upchurch automatically loses. He has 3 million. She has 20,000. There's a sweet spot where it's kind of a fair fight of a 50K to 100K channel. But any other time, no, you are kind of spotlighting it to a degree. There's no way around it. All you really kind of do is draw a line in the sand. That's really the best you can hope for.
I'm sorry, but I have to step away from this now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
This is so super toxic. And now seeing that this fat fucking recliner sitting hoghead bitch is gonna go get in on
Well, you know
this.
what? I mean, like
She's gonna do it.
the family has to do something. The neighborhood has to do. They have to get a
And this
lawyer.
right here
To
is showing
see-
the locals what they're doing. I hope the locals are smart enough to see what the fuck's going on. This
Here's
is
the scary part.
You're not gonna I'm telling you guys, you're not gonna get anything fixed by going down there or going on YouTube. These people need to get a lawyer at this point. They need to find
That's exactly what needs to happen.
Yeah.
They need to stop talking to YouTubers, share included. They need to get an attorney and they need to exert their Fifth Amendment right. They need to shut the fuck up, stop communicating with social media and YouTube, and get an attorney and take care of them and theirs and shut it down. That's the only thing to fix it. I'm sorry.
I said that.
think. Well, here's the part about live streaming themselves that makes this kind of a win. And I hate to say it, but I'm just going to say it because that's just kind of who I am. I don't really give a shit. The bad part of the times that we live in right now is often, don't address the victim, don't bring this re-victimize. You'll be shocked how many times the victims kind of like the star power too. And I hate to say it, but that's just the reality. If you think Don Wells and Candace Wells didn't suck up to that camera quick as a motherfucker, they forgot all about that damn child. They were like the clicks. They liked the views. They liked exactly what it became. And it gives normal people a chance to kind of be a celebrity too. And I'm not going to say that Billy Joe or specifically Leilani, I would probably lean more Leilani, but I think to some degree you have to understand that there's a possibility that people in the house, there's at least a couple of them that like the attention too. It took their normal, everyday suburbia life and turned it into TMZ.
I think a few.
I think a few.
I think that if it did anything, it got information. It got the situation out.
Sorry.
But I really don't think that they liked anybody.
Nikki 7.
I mean, there is nothing good that becomes.
Yeah, I mean,
of
like
the
in the end of the day, like I get what you're saying. Like what we're watching it, and are we contributing? I mean, the issue is that if we don't watch it, there are people who on this channel probably watch it somewhere else and watch it on Dolly and give them more numbers.
Oh, okay, then why? Okay, then how about this? Then why is the family going on at all? What did you learn from Billy Joe sitting on the panel with Sheer for 2.5 hours the other day? What'd you learn?
Why would they call
Anything?
Nothing new.
No shit, you think? Nothing. About point exactly. Nothing. The message is out there with or without the family going on camera. There's no point in the family talking to any of these fucking idiots.
But Cher's bank account got fatter because it gave a platform for the family to talk. And
that's my point. They didn't talk. They didn't say a word.
Come that fast.
Nothing. You learned nothing new from her being on there. If anything, if I was a lawyer, I'd be shitting my pants right now because she said a couple things on that stream that was damning as fuck, I thought.
It could be thrown. I mean, like honestly, it could be thrown out. Whatever she says, she could just say it was stress from the crowd.
That was my point of stop communicating with YouTubers because it can be used against you in a court of law. You're communicating with a YouTuber that was recording everything and giving it to the TBI in the former case that they were involved in. You need to shut up, get an attorney, and exert your Fifth Amendment right. Because all you're doing is playing into this shit show and padding YouTubers' bank accounts, in my opinion, from where I stand.
Yeah, agreed. I said you shouldn't talk to anyone on social media and they should just get a lawyer, but they haven't done it. So,
hey, Queen.
Yeah,
I don't think they have the money to do it.
Yeah, that's another problem.
Look, y'all like what we got on their house?
Then if you're going to go on social media, get paid for your fucking appearance. Tell that, set up a contract with them. Any super chats, any money you make, it is only to go to here. Our attorney fund.
Yeah.
Get with a reputable YouTuber. Somebody that's not
That's
known.
Kimberly and them should. They should.
I don't think they're even
They should have
looking.
done that because I'll tell you right now, they made bank off them girls down there yelling and hollering and shit. Yeah, they sure the fuck they did.
That's why I don't believe that there's not some interest in star power in this to a degree. Because trust me on one thing, that in Atlanta, Georgia, there is lawyers everywhere that would take this case. Believe me, dude, I am telling you, this case has become such a media darling that small child protesters. Oh my God.
I
There's a
swear to
big
God.
city Atlanta attorney that'll take this pro
I didn't
bono
even
as a
have my phone on
motherfucker.
me
I
though.
would.
We were talking about written
Maybe.
Absolutely, I
everything.
would.
But there was
Oh,
because
no,
we
there's
seen a
plenty.
sticker, and I was like, I don't know, it
Plenty.
might be for
Who
rent
would
because
love
my
this?
girlfriend said she
This is
told me
Casey
on it, but
Anthony
they moved away.
reincarnated on the outside. There's a
And now
lawyer
you
that'll
got
eat this
Natasha
alive.
Cooper.
People that
You got
own
Natasha
okay
Cooper
things.
setting up an
You get
emergency
social
travel.
media. You get
Look
mainstream
at that.
news. Shit. There's a young, hungry attorney out there be all over this for free. Just
Well,
gotta
now
go.
you got
She
Natasha
ain't gonna get
Cooper.
out there and protest. She can't get out that recliner. This is another
House
fucking money
them,
grab
and
for her.
then
That's
Shit.
my point.
Yeah,
She's got a
right.
mod.
Fucking
She's
stupid her
saying
big
right
ass
now that she's got a
bullshit.
mod in
That house
Savannah.
was empty.
She's
Hey,
saying she
Queen,
got a
I'm gonna
mod in
step
Savannah.
down.
I don't.
You got
That's
plenty of
because you've been
people
up
up here
here.
now. I'm gone.
That's because you've been up here.
I'm
You out of
last.
here?
I'm way in the back. Because I thought
All
the
right.
house was
Bye,
for
Tex, and
rent.
have a good night, babe.
Yeah,
I
have a
don't
good
know
one,
who
man.
they are, honestly.
Don't
Bye,
forget
brother.
this is Billy's hype.
We said something about the house
You got
being for
Natasha
rent
Cooper
and
saying she
renting
got
it,
a mod
but
up
like
in Savannah, and
that
her
was
and her
it.
daughter are going to be
Because none
traveling
of
to
us had
Savannah.
phones.
But
We
that
wasn't
now they're setting
recording,
up an
and we
emergency
wasn't
travel
yelling
fund
stuff.
because now she's going to need to get up and go at any
They
point in
act.
time. And
Just
all these YouTubers that are down here and aren't telling the
Yeah,
facts, and I'm coming
we
down there I'm coming
understand
up there to tell the facts.
completely.
says the
And
bitch
I
has
ain't
been
going to be
kicked off the
standing around
platform
in
39 times.
Good night,
and
babe.
I ain't going to be standing around with a bullhorn and spandex and sweatpants. I'll be dressed
God, I hope not.
appropriately.
I hope not. Please leave the spandex at home, baby girl. Hey, does anybody else have a vision of like the Beverly Hillbillies truck going down the road with a recliner in the back of a pickup, her sitting in the recliner with like a chalice and a saber?
Yeah. I mean, it's the whole thing is
Rocking
frustrating
away.
because honestly, like no one wants to actually do anything official. Like the county doesn't want to actually uphold their ordinance. The family's not trying to get some kind of count, like someone to just represent them. I mean, you would think that your daughter's a prime suspect. You get at least look for an attorney to make
Yeah.
sure that she's not going to jail.
Even on a contingency fee.
Unless, like me and you talked about the other day. The other night when I got stopped by the police and there's a half a joint sitting on a damn cup holder, I was not very egotistical. I was not very mouthy. I was yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am. Mine's if I gets out the car now. I was as nice as you could fucking be, son. I was terrified. And unless again, this is a situation where this is not at all what it seems like because they pretty damn talkative and they pretty smug. This whole landfill thing, I'm starting to think was a heist from the get go.
I mean, like,
hey, did you see Bluffington's newest tweet yesterday about they're actually looking for saying Danny was the last to see the little boy?
Yeah, now they're switching because this content's getting stale for them. So now they're going to probably go hunt him down next. That's probably what they're thinking.
Well, go on about your way to North Carolina or Atlanta or wherever. Go on about your way and move on because this is getting old and tired.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Even that's weird to me. Like, I just don't understand why. If anybody really believes he's involved, how? I mean, I can't wrap my head around it. If you leave my house like a thief in the night at 5:30 in the morning, text my babysitter and say, "Don't bother coming over. We got this," and I wake up and you just gone, done took off in other states. We work together, we live together. All of a sudden, you just gone. I'm on the first flight to North Carolina, homeboy. If the cops can't drag you back, bet I can. Bet your ass you'll find yourself in a trunk quick.
Day 4 into this investigation, dude bounces.
Yeah.
Again, looks suspicious. Might it be innocent?
She shouldn't have ran like that. That will get her in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but I mean, like they say he passed the polygraph, but you know my feelings with polygraphs.
Yeah, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him one way or another, really.
Absolutely.
But I mean, like the truth of the matter is that you're like saying, I get what you're saying. It's like we're covering the case and we're watching it. But the truth of the matter is that if we didn't do this, people would just go to their streams and watch it.
Well, and Tim, I understand that, but that was my own personal struggle last night. That was where my meltdown occurred. Was when am I actually contributing to this problem and giving them a bigger spotlight?
I think you contribute to the problem if you're interviewing the family and neighbors. I disagree with like what Cher did with talking to them. I think if it was me and they came up to me, I'd be like, listen, do you want me to set up a GoFundMe to get you a lawyer? And then we just don't talk. And then because I don't want you to incriminate yourself or put yourself in a situation because it's an open criminal investigation and you shouldn't be on social media.
Okay.
They may have a couple of thousand people in their chats because that's just how YouTube works, man. People on YouTube like watching dumpster fires. That's why live streams are so popular right now. But any way you slice it, there are 3 or 4
Did
major
y'all see
metrics here
what
that
they
show
did,
the vast
Matthew?
majority of normal,
Second time
above
that's
room
happened.
temperature IQ people agree with us.
They
Is the
caught
fact that Florida
they
made a
walked
law
the
saying
walk.
you can't do this
They
shit
did a
Well, the
anymore.
legal
law,
standard.
the
They're
law with
arrested
Florida
and
was based
everybody
on the Frisbee
runs.
versus Schultz 1988 decision.
But see, what did I say? I don't know
And
them.
here's
I
the
never
deci-
seen them before in my
it's
life.
basically what
'Cause
it
I'm not a
happened is that
snitch.
abortion
But
doctors were being picketed.
that's
So
how we are around
it stopped that
County.
basically, and
We
the
stay
law
here
was
and
pretty
take it. We
broad,
don't
but then
run.
it was adopted by Florida.
Well, that's just number one. And that's for the people that, I mean, that happened a while back, so I'll let that one ride.
But
Number
they
2,
seen
the
it all.
mainstream
I
media
was
has
the
referred
last
to
one
this as
anyways.
the so-called protesters. Tells me that
But
the
I said,
mainstream
I don't
media
know
and the
who the
local
hell they
law
are.
enforcement is not
He
super in
said, you
favor of
sure
these
you don't know
assholes
who
at
they
all.
are?
Hecklers.
I was
And
like, I never
finally,
seen them before in my
the
life.
simple fact that shit. Hold on, pig problem. Give me a second.
What?
And I put the actual link to what I'm citing in the chat, so people can actually read themselves. That was a decision in 1988.
Well, the other day when Dolly did that stream
Did you see what
entitled
just
it a block
happened?
party,
How
that by
everybody-
their classification should have had a permit.
Yeah, I mean, the county's not really doing anything. They're just letting this happen, unfortunately. And I think, like, this is why I would say, like, they should, you know, I think they probably would, like, the family would have went to another YouTuber. Maybe I'm not only placing blame on Cher. I think they, you know, she was talking Darkness Exposed, and, you know, my problem with Darkness Exposed and all that stuff. It's like, you know, at a certain point, people need to realize, don't talk to social media. Your daughter is being accused of a serious crime. Get an attorney, and if you do talk to someone, you know, maybe have a GoFundMe set up for, like, you know, some sort of, or getting some sort of money so your daughter doesn't go to jail for the rest of her life if you really believe she's innocent. I don't know. That's a crazy thought, you know. If you think your daughter is being accused of a crime that she didn't commit, you would probably try to tell her don't talk on social media and try to get money for her attorney.
Right.
Number 3 was the fact that Court TV pulled that video, which
Yeah.
tells me that Court TV immediately put the video up of Dolly up and then said, okay, maybe this is as popular as we think. Maybe there's a little more to this story, and they pulled it. Those 3 things right there tell me that local area is not buying this horse shit. You may have a couple of thousand idiots on YouTube that like watching it, but I don't think the vast majority agrees with what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, like, Delancey's Billy has never said Leilani was innocent. Well, she's never said that she killed the kid. So, I mean,
I think she wants to believe that it was an accident. That's what I think she wants to believe. And that's the part where I said talking to YouTubers does nothing but harm you from a legal standpoint, because she said something the other day in that stream, 55 minutes in, I'll never forget it. She just starts bawling to Cher and says, what am I supposed to do? I'm the mom and the grandma. How do I play
Voices,
this?
what's up? What's up, Voices?
What? I'm right here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I thought you were trying to.
No, that was my moment when I realized that social media is potentially damaging this and could harm any justice going forward.
That's what we've been over here bitching about.
Social media has damaged the world.
Right. Social media is over here saying it's fucked up. Like I said, I mean,
I know, and I like I said, Queen, I had my own little personal moment of, oh my God, is my loud voice actually not helping? Is it beginning to hurt? And that was on me.
I mean, that's what it is. I do want to talk to you outside of this at some point in time.
I will.
Social media has removed the gray area of life.
Yeah, it definitely has.
There is no in between.
A whole lot more on social media than they ever did before.
But there's no in between anymore. There's no 2 things can be true at the same time. To be over here with us is to be against Quentin somehow, which is fucking a farce if I've ever heard it.
What social media did is connect. You know, like you used to have a town fool, and now the social media has allowed all the town fools to be connected and talk to each other.
Yeah, and you're a fool for even playing. The moment you create an account, congratulations, welcome to the town.
Yeah. I'll be right back. 1 moment.
I mean, I do. I think it's removed the gray area. It was the same with the damn Summer Wells case, man. I was one of the guys right up there up front saying, look, man, until somebody puts these guys in cuffs, aren't we supposed to be standing with the victims? Well, as of right now, this is a family that lost a child, and cops don't feel good enough to arrest them yet. So as far as I'm concerned, they're victims until otherwise. And somehow by taking that stance, by being pro-Constitution, by being pro-law and order, by trusting the process, that somehow made me pro-Wales. I was never pro-Don Wales. I still think the guy's a piece of shit. I just, as of right now, he's a victim. And until otherwise, that's where I'm going to stand on that. And somehow that meant you were pro-Don and Candace. And now the same thing's happening here. To not be cool with what's happening in the front yard right now somehow means we don't give a shit about this child, or somehow means we don't want justice for this child. That couldn't be further from the truth. We just want to see to it it's done in a proper manner, to where if there is an arrest made, a conviction will ensue, and we don't watch somebody who killed a child walk out because you're a bunch of idiot asses that fucked this case up.
I mean, the situation, I'm going to say a list of things, the problems with this. One, this is a bad precedence in which you can just go to someone's house and harass them. This already, BHP has already threatened to go to Savage's house. And even if you disagree with Savage's media's thought process and what she thinks about and what she does, we all can agree you don't go to other people's houses and threaten to just protest in front of someone's house. It's a bad precedence for politics, because basically we can have people just go to representatives' houses or people we have a disagree with politics and just protest. It's bad precedent. It's a bad idea to protest in front of residential houses. Another thing is that they're basically destroying this case. They have contaminated all the witnesses in the area. They contaminated a jury pool, and they might have fucked with evidence. Another thing is that they also basically gave a perfect defense for Leilani if she is going to be held, because now they can just say, well, Danny left 4 days ago, and she might have just been under mental stress when she made these lines. And basically, if they don't find that child, most likely she will never see the inside of a jail cell, and maybe no one. And all because these people want it. And three is basically it's based upon views. If they really cared about this kid, they would be like, we're not going to film this, we're not going to stream this. Or they would be like, okay, we're going to give half the money to a charity. But they don't. They don't even try to actually put it. And Dolly literally went down and made he got back and he put literally a 40-minute video discussing about him searching the woods, and had him 15 minutes walking around the woods that I could just literally film in my over
backyard.
here.
Yeah, none the wiser.
Yeah, and he does a 35-minute review talking. I didn't listen. I just looked at it and I was like, okay, so this is what this guy's going to do. He's going to just sit at home, slowly release the search video every day, so he can relax at home. And when he runs out of content,
still have content.
And then he's got
another video.
Yeah, and then he runs back. So I mean,
he did it on that Bigsby kid. That Bigsby kid, he kept referring to he and his team. He and his team were out here searching. I know Dolly well enough to know if there was a team, he wouldn't be holding the camera.
Yeah, and
one
so,
of his team members would be.
Yeah, and I'm so tired of people saying this is your right to protest. No, this is going against democracy. Okay. So if I have it, let's say I disagree with Will, I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to get a group of hooligans to stand in front of his house and blast music because he disagrees with me, and that's legal until 11 o'clock based on the time. That's completely against
this at all,
freedom
man.
of speech.
That's people want to say against, they want to say that it's a public space. It's a public space, and that's the part that gets me, man. Because I remember when cell phones first started having cameras on them. And I remember thinking to myself, and I've always felt this way, that I get it, dude. I get it. You're on a public sidewalk. Okay, well, that kind of opens the drone argument, right? If I'm on a public sidewalk with a drone, but I fly it into your yard, it seems like we're crossing the line here a little bit. But the same with camera phones. If I stand on the sidewalk all day, and I'm just holding a fucking cell phone pointing at your yard where your little girls are playing on their swing set, or your wife's out there, doing yard work, or what the hell ever's going on. I don't give a shit that you're on the sidewalk. If I see somebody standing on the sidewalk recording my house, my yard, my child, for more than about 3 minutes, I'm probably going to come say something. After 2 days, somebody's getting their ass beat.
People want to be like, well, the ordinance allows it. But, well, you know what? It's a loophole that's allowing these people to do this and terrorize people. And I don't agree with it. Another thing I want to put and say is that, these YouTubers are basically the match. They are literally lighting the fire to a bonfire. Yes, they have blame for setting the fire up. Just like a match has an issue, like a match causes a fire to start when you start a bonfire. So are these YouTubers. They are the match, basically. And now Molly's going there, and she's basically more gasoline to the fire. So I disagree with anything. I disagree anyone going down there, to be honest with you. Good side or bad side, whatever you want to say. At this point, it's a shit show. You're destroying this case, and I disagree with anyone going down there. I disagree with anyone that tries to talk to the the mother and father, like the mother, Billy Joe and Lilani and the brother. I disagree. And that's my opinion. At this point, it's becoming apparent.
It would be different too if it wasn't the Vulture team. Like, can we get a normal YouTuber down there? PewDiePie, where the fuck you at? You got plenty of time and money. Can we get anybody else down there?
No, I
How
don't
come
want
it's all the
anyone.
Why do
tragedy
we
pimps?
have the B string? Why is it the B string, the fucking trash ass pandas?
Yeah, if
Well,
this
you
was a
know
strip
what?
club, this is the Tuesday afternoon girls.
Listen, the problem is I don't want anyone down there, because what you're going to do is you're going to make it even worse, because I think anyone that goes down there is going to add more to the problems down there. It really is.
Well, I agree with that. I fully agree.
Yeah, I don't understand how we ended up with this particular herd. Like, all the people, like, take note to that. If you're one of these people that support these cats, just think about that. All the people that we've been calling tragedy pimps. It started with 2 people. Now look at everybody that we've ever called a tragedy pimp has suddenly boarded a flight and they're all down there. Imagine that. It's quite a fucking coincidence, isn't it?
And you got the biggest tragedy pimp about to get out of her recliner
It's
and
all of
show
them.
up on site.
Yeah, I mean, and it just makes a mockery. It makes a mockery of everything. It makes a mockery of Quentin. It makes a mockery of the true crime community. It makes a mockery of people who want to look for missing kids. It makes a mockery of, like, the town. It makes a mockery of every single thing you could possibly think about. These people are, making money from a dead child and basically making it into a circus. I mean, it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, when do people just wake up? I don't know.
God, I would love to get Charlie in on this Penguin Zero. That dude is one of my absolute favorite mainstream YouTubers. He's such a humbly nice dude. If he was aware of this kind of shit, I bet you he'd say something. Like, he probably don't know nothing about this shit even exists, to be honest with you.
Sometimes the chat moves fast.
Well, I'm going back over to my side of the community so I can go scream and yell with my other friends about this fucking Natasha bullshit. So I fully plan on putting I've slept for 18 hours and I'm going to go help a girlfriend live stream for a couple of hours and I'm out of here. I will be doing pre-recorded lives and I am like, I can't do this anymore. This has turned into so much. I'm disgusted. I'm disappointed in myself. And I'm disappointed in the sector of YouTube that I'm in. And I want nothing more to do with any of this fuckery and bullshit.
Going. You got more people going, I'm sure. I'm sure there's still a few going that we don't even know about yet.
I don't even care. I want nothing more to do with any of this bullshit. If it doesn't give me joy and bring me the utmost pleasure, I got lost on my way in the last few weeks with this. I can't continue to do like this. I got to do what I can do for me.
So if they all get arrested, it's gonna bring me tons of joy. I'd love to see half of them in cuffs.
Well, they are getting arrested.
I know. I'd love to see a few more of them get hit. I ain't gonna lie. I normally wouldn't wish cops on anybody, but
all I see this as is one great big fucking Christmas money grab, and I think it's fucking disgusting. All done in the name of a little boy.
Yeah.
A missing little boy. Anybody that supports this in any way, form, or fashion, they're fucking gross. I wouldn't hang out with him in real life. I wouldn't stand in a bathroom line with him in real life. This has gone too far.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Queen. I'll send you an email. Hit me up there. You've got my phone number if you need to talk to me. But I am going to be very distant on these streets because I don't agree with an ounce of this bullshit. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm not alone.
That's right.
When I said
Sorry, we're trying to quietly give the pig a treat.
The cop showed up late.
You see, the whole situation is fucked up. Yeah, the whole situation is fucked up, but the only people that can put a stop to it is the family. I mean, like, they have to, like, in Chatham County. At this point, you're not going to get, like, a solution solved by YouTube.
I'm telling you, man, I feel better about that one than anything. They need to set up 2 cameras, one to the left side of the yard, one to the right side of the yard, go buy a couple of dummy batteries, and let this shit rip non-stop live stream from the house.
And then set up a donation or something like that. To
Absolutely. Hell, you could probably have a damn Wix a free Wix site, like a commerce page set up to where you actually have to pay like $1 a day
Yeah,
just to
maybe
live stream it
like set it
instantly. Just
up.
$1 a day to watch it.
Maybe like if they really want to do this, maybe this will be an idea for the family to when they set up this live stream thing, they can make it so that all proceeds go to a reward for whoever finds Quentin. And
To a reward, to legal fees, to however they want to play it. Just do something positive with it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a reward to find Quentin. It'd be good, if they really have nothing to do with it, set this live stream up so that only like all PayPals and Cash App goes to the award. They get someone to actually handle the money, and basically then they take the money away from them, and it also it goes to award for whoever finds Quentin. And it also, you know what I mean? I just think if they really have nothing to do with it, that's probably what they should probably do.
Yeah.
It's kind of like removal of power, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the ultimate removal of power. Just live stream
ultimate removal of power.
Yeah, just live stream it. Like if everyone wants to see a shit show, go to that live stream, donate some money to go to a award to look for Quentin. It could be like posted award like $10,000 or $5,000 or something.
And let's be honest, people are still going to screen record it. People are still going to clip it. So you'll still see it on other places too.
Yeah.
If you don't want to pay to see it, but at least now when somebody whispers and goes, "Don't tell anybody," but well, at least this time it'll be worth listening to. I mean,
and
now,
get the privacy fence, just like Ringo said. Set it up, put the 2 cameras up there, and just do that. And that would just let it rip. And that would be the ultimate fuck you to this crowd. You'll record all of them. You'll live stream it for everyone, for all the channels that are clipping, Molly and BHB and everything. And there might be some people that will donate money.
They all left anyway, so.
Oh, they left? I guess it's beyond the
cops came and they all left. Yep.
Shocking.
Huh. It's only 9 o'clock too.
Well, Molly needs a little help. Goes to bed very early for some reason.
Just as close as not even 5 miles down the street where somebody could potentially have killed their own child.
Some people can't help but be so close to the case.
You never want to hear anything bad about a child missing or possibly getting hurt, but you definitely don't want to hear it in your own neighborhood.
The last place Quentin Simon was said to be seen, his home was noticeably quiet. With the exception of people driving in and out who looked to be friends and family, and one woman who brought a balloon and teddy bear in tribute to the baby. Some people can't help but think about Quentin's siblings and their own kids who are about the same age as him.
22 months old, yeah. And as I was reading, that the mother was the suspect, he was climbing up on my lap, and I was just thinking,
yeah, they must be talking to a news station or something.
It just breaks your heart. It just doesn't make any sense.
They are hoping if the mother was involved that she comes forward.
Is it weird that I have nightmares of that woman's voice? Justice for Quentin! God, I just hear it nonstop. That might be the most obnoxious voice in the history of live stream.
Yeah.
She's rough, man. She is rough. Yeah, you don't need a whole crew out there. You just need her, really.
Yeah, and I just hope that Molly loses a bunch of money and gets arrested, to be honest with you. I think and this is a woman that she plans on actually being a counselor for children.
Oh, and just another side note while I'm thinking about it. I am sick to death of these true crime channels when they get called out for something, trying to spin it like they're taking one for the team. You have no idea how many subs I've lost. You have no idea the hit I've taken and the amount of death threats I've gotten from blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Let's see them. Post them. I hear that shit at least once a day in these two communities about somebody getting death threats in real life. I think it should be mandatory now that if you're going to play that card and go the sympathy route, I want to see the death threats. I want to see them. Post them. Put them in the community tab. Let's see them. And I can go to Social Blade and see that you didn't lose any subs. So stop that shit. For anybody that don't know, Social Blade's a thing. You can go check your favorite creator, see what their numbers look like. It's a public record.
Or Playboard, if they're big enough, you'll actually see the super chats and everything.
Well, they always even said that because I guess I'd kind of look. I've never watched Cher. I don't know anything about her. I know some people love her, some people hate her. Like most of the channels around here. I mean, it's either or. There's no middle ground usually. And so I was kind of anticipating after the call came out, with BHB and Oh Girl. I thought, okay, I'll be looking for this. And sure enough, I think what she actually responded with was a short. of like her. I guess it's her husband. I don't know who the fuck the guy was. I'm assuming it's her husband, seeing how he's in a robe and drinking coffee. So, and it basically was just that, she made some comment about by basically siding with this family and dealing with Billy Joe, that she's now losing subs and receiving death threats. And
But that's
I just don't know about
that's a lie. I think that's a lie.
I just don't know about that.
Let's be real. Cher probably got some money, and she also got some probably more subs because of it. She definitely got probably kickback from some people, but like not as big as she's making it out to be.
It's hard to see from this angle. I had a perfect.
Now, do I necessarily know if I buy the fact that she's really in cahoots with BHB? I don't know if I buy that either. I think she had spoke to BHB a couple of times. Oh, and shout out to Queen. I just caught a clip of something a minute ago that I don't know how I missed it, but apparently at some point in time last week, I guess Cher and Laura was on this panel at one time. And Cher had made a comment, something to the effect of, well, I can't do it publicly, but Laura, I've got some things I'll show you backstage or in private that I think you'd understand my position a little bit. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, now hold up, if this family trusts you and you're selling them that they can trust you, I don't care if we're on camera or not. To show some information that you shouldn't be showing is probably not on the up. And Queen just blurts out, I think showing some shit the family trusted you with to anybody anytime is kind of bullshit. I'm thinking, you go, girl, you go.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is the problem. If you're telling like secret information to people on YouTube or social media, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, because I don't care if it's off record or not. If you think that shit ain't potentially going to become content tomorrow, you out your tree.
Yeah.
Not saying Laura would necessarily do it. I'm just saying, that's a risk, man.
Yeah. Buy nothing else to put under there. We'll buy it and
if this family's trusting you, man, don't break that trust. Hold the line.
For Christmas or something. Because they don't deserve anything.
And why hasn't she been arrested? These unanswered questions are just compounding people's grief to a point where it's adding a layer of uncertainty to an already difficult situation, and it's just making things that much harder. We will, of course, keep you updated as we continue to learn more.
So is she like playing news media clips now? I guess so.
Maybe y'all need to watch that.
You know what? The way y'all pronounce that kid's name, Q's fine. Just go with Q.
Yeah, but that's because they forgot the kid's name.
They can't spell it or pronounce it.
Hi, Cece.
I can't. The name thing drives me nuts. The child's name is Quentin.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same shit over and over again. It's like they're just going to sit there, scream, Molly and Betty, and then we're going to go out there, they'll scream the little thing, they'll make their little obnoxious jokes, and then they'll stay there till like 9 o'clock, and unless something big happens, they'll stay at their hotel, they'll make a few $100 a day, and then they'll just keep on rinse and repeat until everyone eventually, gets bored with it.
Did y'all catch where I guess it was yesterday, it might have been the day before, where Dolly comes out before the red phone stream and says that y'all ain't hear that shit from me. Y'all know Dolly better than that. Dolly ain't getting nobody out of jail. I don't like dealing with the cops any damn way. I ain't going to no damn police department. I ain't telling anybody I'm getting anybody out of jail. I'm keeping all my shit. He said Betty might have said that shit. Dolly did not say that shit. Like, was real quick to say he's keeping all your money.
Had a pizza, a drink. Shit.
That's why I said he's almost got it to where now he can just kind of be satirical and be a smartass about it, and people still give him money anyway. It's like
it's easy to separate a fool from his money.
Yeah, he basically just told you he's greedy as shit. He ain't dealing with the police. I ain't getting nobody out of jail. Swim at your own risk, and all your money is my money now. Okay. Well, I gotta say I admire the hustle and the honesty. Yeah. That's probably the most honest shit he's ever said.
I poured it in my cup, actually.
You don't laugh?
Sit on the lawn, Claire's throwing Cash App out and their wish list. No clue.
They can't see, I don't think.
Many people are asking, why hasn't Leilani Simon been charged with her son Quentin's death? We're going to check in with WTOC's Camille Zayed.
Because there's no body. There is no evidence really collected at this time to arrest someone. Investigations take months, if not years.
Thank you.
Oh, those news reporters or something? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, right
You
now,
want that honk one?
as messy as this has got,
Tally
I
that
mean,
one
with
out?
shitty as
Or
it
no?
sounds, man, unless you can scare her into a
Leave
plea
that one.
or whoever,
No, I'm just cleaning up a little bit.
where
Y'all
this
wanna hold
sits right
these
now,
two?
yeah, with no body,
You wanna hold these two?
I don't see how you can
Or
name
you
a
want me
cause
to
of
put them
death,
up?
and if you can't name a cause of death, then I don't really know how
Yeah,
you
'cause
try
it's,
this as it sits. I don't think that you can.
I know, that's why
Yeah.
I usually do tape them.
No problem, Captain Napkin. Yeah, I mean, like, I think like people just
Y'all,
don't
it's getting
understand that.
cold.
It's very simple. They do not
I'm
have
trying.
they don't have enough evidence, and it takes a
No.
while to gather it. That's pretty much it. And you're all making it
I got
slower
food.
now because all those cops that have to go out
There's
there,
a pizza at that
they have to
store
deal
right
with
up the
you.
road. Thank you.
Don't give them
Yeah.
any ideas, Bishop,
Well,
because
yeah,
they might do
basically the
that.
cops came out there and they're all leaving.
Yeah, pretty much. I would suggest.
Jackson, are you up here?
What's up, Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why'd you leave so fast? I wondered where you went.
Well, I was being your wingman till you had enough company up there. You know, started out slow, so I've been watching the chat.
I see.
I was like, where's my buddy at?
Well, when B-Tim and Willow and the voices got up there, I was like, okay, I'll jump down. I'll stick up here and talk shit. That's what you
Hey,
want.
you get between the three of us, man. You got to just come in and say, "Hey, one of y'all got to shut the fuck up for a second." That's how you got to do it, man. Because I'll just ramble right on through it.
No.
I will too, buddy.
Don't take that wrong. For the first 30 minutes, it's just me and Queen up there.
Yeah,
I'll
you
shut
all
the
good,
other
brother.
out.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. But what do you think of this whole
Tim,
thing?
shut the fuck up, then.
Okay, now we're gonna have to.
Yes, sir. Now,
that's
there
the
you
drama. That's the drama. We have to
No,
start
we don't
fighting.
want no drama, dude. I was joking. I think you're a well-reasoned mind in the debate.
Watch, it's gonna be clipped, and someone's gonna be like, "True Texan exposed. Look what he said to beat Tim."
Fuck him.
But yeah, I mean, I get where Voices is coming from too. I do.
You know, unless Queen Bee's got you, that girl up there or something, I'll jump up there at the front. Not even what the fuck we're gonna talk about, but just to have her back.
Yeah. It's good to know you
Let's
told.
go, Brandon. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Don't,
you little bitch.
That's gonna be that. This stream's not gonna last long once you start shouting that. Maybe like Queen Bee's gonna be droned.
Well,
I wish that I could do more panel streams. I just get kind of like, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to constantly have my finger on the fucking overlay. And apparently in these communities, man, people all about, like I said, they all about whipping some dick out. They all about, I don't get this. I don't understand it. I don't understand why anybody would want to go on a panel and porn bomb. I don't get it. I don't get it.
that wasn't a porn bot. It wasn't against the president, dude. That's
Yeah, what happened was
yelled.
is that what happened was, and I'll explain it to him. Basically, a guy trolled Biden and basically said, I don't know what the brand is, but it has to do with Biden's son, I think. And Biden just didn't get it. The wife got it when he said that, and he went through. It was like a big troll, basically, and that's basically the whole thing.
On what?
That's the troll Brandon thing. It was one that like it was actually like Biden's son, but he was like saying like, oh, he was like, buttering up Biden during the Christmas thing. And then basically said, let's go, Bren. And then Biden said the same thing because he didn't know that he was being trolled, but his wife knew he was being trolled. And
Well, that's where it became a mainstream thing. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm standing about 25 feet where they actually started. That started at a NASCAR event. What happened is, oh my God, it was so jacked up. All right, so this young kid named Brandon, whatever, he's a new kid to the Xfinity Series. He wins at Talladega, his first ever race, and he wins at Talladega. His name's Brandon something, right? Well, when you win at Talladega, everybody rushes down to the Moss Sorting Tower and starts chatting at the start-finish line. And the interviewer did not know what the crowd was saying. She was just assuming that they were chanting for this kid. His name was Brandon. So they were all standing at the catch fence at the start-finish line. He wins. She's doing an interview, and they're saying, fuck Joe, and there it is. And she says, you hear that? They're chanting for you. They love you already. A star's born. Let's go, Brandon. You hear them? That is not what they're saying, baby girl. And that's where it was actually born at Talladega Super Speedway last April. I'm sorry. And then it just kind of became a thing. Nobody really paid much mind to it. And then that guy just straight busted it out on Joe Biden on that damn live on that thing you're talking about. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Just went with it. It was like, yeah, let's go, Brandon. And then the meme was born. It just kind of spread like wildfire.
It's pretty interesting, though.
Yeah, it actually started with NASCAR. It's a total accident. The interviewer or maybe she did know. Maybe she did know what they were saying, and because you couldn't even conduct the interview. You got 160,000 people in the stands chanting FJB. And she tries to, like I said, I don't know if she couldn't understand or she literally was just trying to sugarcoat it because you couldn't even conduct the interview over the noise. I don't know. I guess you'll never really know what she meant by or if she knew what they were saying or not. But
so what bets are you placing on how long Molly's going to be there? Do you think she's going to get tired after like 3 days?
No, I'm like Willow. I think it'll be due to weather.
Yeah, if this isn't resolved in 2 weeks, they'll dip because it's going to get cold as hell down there. And if she stays longer than that, it's just going to come down to the money. I mean, because eventually you've got 4 and 5 of them streaming at one time. You can't have 4,000 idiots in all their chats at one time. So somebody's going to take the raw end of this deal, and somebody's going to start stepping on somebody else's toes.
Oh, you think they're going to start like? Because I'm like kind of surprised.
Circular firing squad, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like you literally got like Jaundice for All with his phone out, like. Just like standing around, he's got like 1,800 people watching.
I can't believe you're calling him that.
I'm calling him Jaundice for All for now. I'm not calling him Justice for All. He's Jaundice for All forever. That will be his forever name from now on. I have.
He is about a high yellow son bitch, ain't he? I never really noticed it.
Well, the guy is like, this guy's disgusting. He's a ghoul. I mean, like absolute ghoul.
I'm also challenging bullshit. I heard that. I guess he's married to money. I don't know, but I
heard from voices that he's married to a doctor, and he has actually.
Yeah, see, I want to see it now. I ain't trying to be an asshole, but I'm pretty good with interior design, and I ain't trying to bag on you or nothing, homie. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Nothing about the background of where you stream from says there's a McLaren in the driveway. Nothing about that. Nothing. I call absolute bullshit.
Paceless says he rolled up in a Tesla.
Yeah, I have heard about the Tesla, but see, I can go with that a little bit because Teslas are kind of prestigious because they're hard to come by.
By the way,
the most expensive one
for Jaundice for All, I've looked into Tesla as a person who actually invested into Tesla and sold and made money from it. Those cars actually are horrible. Their navigation system actually crashes into people accidentally, and also the fires burn so quickly, like so hot that it takes fire departments take 5 times longer to shoot out the fire. I would never drive in a Tesla. So anyone that drives in a Tesla, I would probably tell Jaundice not to have a Tesla. It's a fucking death trap. So.
And replacing them batteries is almost like buying a brand new car.
Yeah.
You dispose of the old batteries.
There's actually a dude.
I got the message.
that streams about Tesla mishaps. He's like a
it's all-
garage guy and just shows little problems with them.
You think Teslas are cool? Wait until like one little part breaks on your Tesla and they don't even ship you the parts, or they'll overcharge you for the parts. I saw a YouTuber that literally like had to repair his Tesla, and he had to go through hell and high water for the smallest parts.
I bet that's the same dude. He's worked on a bunch of them. He has a couple in his shop, comes all the time. And he just shows constant cheap ass things about him that you wouldn't believe a car that much. You know, one of them was literally a loose motor mount. The screw was sitting on the frame. It was just balanced there. A motor mount.
Yeah, there's better car companies than Tesla, like way better car companies, electric car companies than Tesla. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, it's not. It might seem cool. It's good marketing, but it's only marketing, guys. And that I might get us hit back on that one, but that's the truth.
The only reason I brought it up because that trolling motherfucker. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, John, I would suspect you should not be driving a Tesla.
Yeah, but I didn't get it. That's what I'm saying. When you added my number, I don't know how he did it. I'm scared you're sending it to the wrong number.
Yeah, I mean, and Jaundice is basically
she's talking to one of her family members, and I don't want to turn it on when she's.
Oh my god, this lady is like crazy. She's
I know there's like 6 other people fucking streaming her with this, so I hope they're not playing it. I hope they're muting it too, but I really don't want her. She's giving out all kinds of personal information. Well, she's talking to I think her dad, maybe, I don't know, but I don't want to play it.
This is her dad watching the live stream saying, "Lady, daughter, please stop. You have 500 people at a time watching you, and you're telling like everything about the family. Can you stop?"
Well, I'm on live, so I can't get to the texts, but I got to the. I did have a.
Well, you just heard her, right?
Yeah.
She's live, so.
Just end the live, man. You should have just ended the live and talked to your family and then restreamed or something.
See, Queen, that's what makes you different than the rest of them.
Right. See, I could be a fucking asshole. We could be streaming all this and just playing it all out for you.
No, don't ever lower yourself, baby. Don't do it.
Yeah. But anyway, like Jaundice is literally just walking around. Molly's screaming. She's walking around, literally making up the Liar the Lonnie Gummy Bear song. Song to tell the protesters that they're singing. And then like a child, like a 6-year-old child, like this, and then like you got BHB that's standing in front of the camera with the light blasting in front of her face that makes her look like the Crypt Keeper at night with 3,400 people watching. You're sitting here like, is this really why people are watching? Like, geez Louise. And they're worried about people stealing their videos? Okay. I mean, like, if anything can show you, this one lady who doesn't even have a YouTube channel can replace all 3 of them. She's literally doing the exact same thing that these ultra cool YouTubers people are watching are doing. She literally has an iPhone and she's walking up and down the block.
Hey, Queen, I have a question.
What's that?
Well, I've had more than one of your people ask me about that Elvis video, and I haven't dropped the link. So can I just tell them where to go look at it? Or no?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The Elvis link where there's old footage with Ryan Upchurch overtones over it. Can I just tell them to where to go look?
I was saying, I guess it's okay. I mean, otherwise we can play it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I know you like them, but I don't. So I don't promote for them, and I don't really want to because I don't dig them. I know you do, but I don't.
No, okay, I'll blow it off. I'm done.
You want to play the whole Molly?
No, he's got an Elvis clip that I need to play it for everybody because it's really cool. It really is, and but I don't like these people. I don't fuck with them, and he does.
Okay.
I just
Queen. Enough said. Shut the fuck up. Enough said.
Okay, I got you, baby. I got you.
No, I will not.
You want to play the clip about Molly saying that she wants to sleep with Billy Joe?
No, I don't want none of that fucking clip either, Tim Bob.
It's a 2-minute clip. I mean, like pretty much.
I know. We're the Waltons here.
Like, oh my god.
No, I understand, Queen. No shit. No biggie.
She said, Upchurch won't strike, but he'll threaten to sue.
Yeah, I was around.
Shit.
I got it on my phone. I sent it to Boston Nick last night, so
it's okay. My eyes and ears are good. Yeah.
Boston at you heading? Oh, you heading out? Later, man.
Yeah, Boston. So what's your thought process on this whole thing? Like, do you think, Queen, is this gonna, what do you think, how long is Molly, you think, gonna be down there? 3 days, 5 days, 2 days?
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of like Willow. I think when the weather turns to shit, they'll be gone.
Like, I'm surprised they don't just decided just to throw like fresh manure out there, like right next to where they're sitting, like at night, and just like make the whole area they're sitting smell like shit.
Oh, now that depends on where you're from, B-Tim. There's nothing like the smell of fresh cow manure in the morning when you.
I highly doubt Molly and BHB would be like, "This is great smell." You know, they're city, like they're kind of like city folks. They're not like country farming folks.
Yeah, I got you.
Just get like a couple of bags of manure and just throw it out there, just like, and then like when the cops come, be like, "I'm just fertilizing the ground. That's all, guys."
No shit. I mean,
fertilizing
what
the ground.
it is.
Guys, I'm giving the good ideas here. I'm fighting for right.
Well, now that would work better when it was 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
You know, now not so much.
So basically, BHB and Molly's back. They're probably going to be drinking a lot in their hotels. They'll probably get up like at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and go back there, virtue signal, and then basically get super chats, stay there till 9 while dancing in front of a camera, and then leave. That's going to be the routine.
No, Queen had asked me why I jumped down. I said, well, I got up there because it was just her, and then you popped up there, B-Tim, and then Willow, and then a couple others. I thought, well, okay, time for me to pop off. I mean, she's got to have a wing person.
Yeah, it says, Jones says, did you all see where BHB said they weren't searching because there were snakes out? Well, you know, snakes do like eating other snakes, so I can see the why. If you catch my drift, guys. Let me see. Oh, trust me, I've lived. Shit will stink any day of the year if you spread it. Yeah, that's what she needs to do. How much is manure? That's another thing they can look up. Just like freshly packed manure in that area. So, yeah, I mean, it's a shit show out there, man. I don't know what to do. I think really civil and legal, like civil, they really need to get a lawyer and they need to just scare the shit out of them. Because nothing scares a YouTuber than possibly getting sued by a lawyer or cease or desist or something like that. That would probably make Molly run home and BHB run home and all of them run home. I mean, you'll get the common protester out there because they probably have like no money. So they'll stay around, but the YouTubers would run back home.
Yeah, cow shit in the bags don't smell that bad, dude. I mean, if it ain't hot, it's not that bad. I mean, people buy that here to like put on their lawn and stuff before rain. It ain't hot enough now. It wouldn't raise enough stink.
Yeah.
But it'll make them have to mow that damn grass. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's true. And I just think like they need to do.
You up here?
What's up?
Yes, mate. Oh, mate. Hold on, I'll mute my
Yes, you are. I hear that. Yep.
Who's up here?
You put it under a blanket. guys,
Boston.
Yo.
What's up, Boston? How's things going with you?
How are you, brother? Hooking and jabbing, bobbing and weaving like Adam and Eve.
I see. So how's things going with you?
Good. Busy Monday. Or shit, it's Tuesday. Holy moly.
Yes, it's Tuesday, going on Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah. Busy Tuesday. I've just been listening the whole time. Every time I hear Molly's voice, I want to dunk my head in the toilet.
Oh, well, you told me in a personal message that you find Molly hot and you would want to go on a date with her.
You lying sack of son of a gun.
Anyone would want to sleep with Molly Golightly.
I don't think I could get within 10 feet with her without having some eggs and throwing them at her.
In her beach ready body,
listen, I love thin girls. I love bigger girls. That all don't matter. It's her.
Here's the deal, guys. It's better when a woman destroys woman's looks than when the guys do it. I'm just saying.
Well,
yeah, I don't, because I like all shapes, sizes, colors. So
I do too.
I'm ready to rock and roll no matter what.
So you admitted it. You admitted you'll go.
No, Molly, once she opens her mouth, it's a turn off. It's like, oh Lord, Mary.
You admitted it. You just admitted it to a trap. So you will go out with Molly. We got you now.
Oh, never. If I had to choose between Molly and Bohr and Betty, I would choose the tree next to him. That's what I would choose.
What type of tree? No, I'm joking. But anyway, is it a Birk? An oak?
It's a rough motherfucker, Tim, no matter what it is.
But anyway, Nick, what's your opinion on it? You jumped up. What do you want to say? What's your thoughts?
Oh, it's a freaking shit show. I honestly did not think that Molly, whatever his name is, Blondie, was going to make it there. I didn't think they had the balls to do it. But now they're committed. So it's going to become even more a shit show because Molly likes to one up everybody. We all know that. So you're going to see a bit of a, might not be tonight the first night, but you might see a little bit of action between, the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jaundice and Molly like to hang out a lot on their live streams.
Oh yeah. I only watch that from one clip channel. They do the best clips over there for that channel, off that channel, I should say.
No, the Wyoming, the name is not Jaundice for justice. It's Jaundice for all. So gotta get the name straight.
I love how he named his stream because I caught that. He named it Watching Molly or Molly in Action or something like that. He didn't want to put it under his own, thing. It's because he didn't want to be responsible for his stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean, when I was watching John, I only watched a little bit of it. That was only during the Kylie Rodney thing because I wanted to confirm if he actually was attempting to show the bloated dead body of a 16-year-old girl on his live stream, so I could flag the shit out of him because I think that's disgusting. I don't think you should show the dead bodies of children on live streams. It was blurry, so I did not flag him. But I mean, the guy is a piece of shit. He's a ghoul. He did it with Vaughn, justice for Vaughn. He was all about that, and he just fucking jumped ship. And it was such bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Is Dolly out there tonight? Because I didn't see.
He went back, and he's literally staying at home. He's does a 10-minute clip of him in the woods, and then he starts a stream just talking about it. So he's basically what he's doing. It's just like how a serpent slowly devours his prey and digests them. He's doing that. He got the content. He's back. He's slowly digesting all the clips so he can just rest and chill. And then once he runs out of food, he'll go back and grab more content, obviously.
Was that him I almost said spilling honey. Was that him on the 13-minute, what's it called, four-wheeler ride?
Hold on. We got to see if this is really Ringo or not.
Oh,
Ringo, are you trolling us or is this you?
Let me close my eyes.
It's me.
Okay.
When we get trolled, or is this really Ringo?
That's Ringo.
No, it's me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear it. It's Ringo. I know Ringo.
What's up, Queen? What's up? How you doing, man?
Yeah, what's happening, man? Long time no talk. You doing all right?
I know, right? I owe you this. Yeah, I'm doing good. I've been promising to get up.
Good to hear,
I've been getting up, and it's been getting heavy. I was like, man, get in this shit and be like, got a quick breaking news. Queen, which pant size, which bra size, which pant size?
What's your hat size? Just kidding. I don't think anybody really knows that
I
anymore.
said these
but...
people don't even know him. We don't even talk about that fucking shit show over that fucking clown stays over there. Then these people don't even know him.
Right? How's your baby niece? How's the new bee?
Good. Everything's good. Everything's good.
And your little niece is good? Did you get to go out trick or treating with her?
Yeah, we hung out. Yep. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, main reason too, I was jumping up to say hi to you. And for the voiceless, I know she's feeling it earlier. And I just wanted to just shout out to her. Like I always want to say, hey, I appreciate her. She's been a good voice of reason through all this. It's always good to hear two sides of every story. And she's been real factual based and kept her emotions out of it, thus far, and done really well, and bring it real. And I really appreciate her heart and her sentiment behind this. And I gotta, I feel her, but I just wanted to know that I know she jumped off earlier, but I do appreciate what she brought to the table the last, few weeks.
Yeah.
I've been just what do you call it? Creeping, or what do they call it when you're just lurking?
Creeping?
Been lurking
Creeping?
and watching. Yeah. Just been creeping, Don't want to bring no ring. Don't
lurking, man.
Yeah.
And girl, I know these streets been missing that Ringo and shit, so I had to bring it back. Like shit, it's getting too soft around here. Everybody's getting a little too complacent, so I had to mix it up a bit. But
hell yeah, dude, you got that ZZ Top beard, dude.
You're right. But yeah, I want to stop in. There's a couple things I wanted to ask about with regard to this. Maybe Queen or B Tim, you guys know about this, but actually, for a minute, I want to play devil's advocate, and
You there? You cut off.
Uh-oh.
As soon as he said devil's advocate, he just got cut off. I don't know if
Yeah, isn't that nuts? Just shut his ass off. Where'd you go, Ringo? Get up here.
He might have got a phone call. He's on his phone.
that wasn't us. By the way, like that might have been like a little too times. Like people think we like as soon as he said devil's advocate, he just drops. That's not us, guys.
I missed all that earlier.
Damn, and he did drop too.
He probably got a phone call.
Well, Halloween was yesterday. Devil should be okay today.
He's got one more day left. He's probably still lurking the devil.
He'll probably jump back up. He'll jump back up.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I didn't get to listen to all that. So another thing I missed, I guess.
What? I would think someone's jumping up again. I think that's the
Yep.
plan. Okay, let's. It could be Wing Girl again. All right, I don't hear anything, so I'm just gonna continue talking. What was your question, Nick?
I didn't hear the whole thing that happened with voices or whatnot. I just saw some of the chat
She's just sick of like being around it. She feels like, talking about it probably is like continuing making her feel bad. Like she feels like she's contributing to it, basically.
Oh. Okay.
And basically now she's angry about that lady with the seat. I forgot what her name is, but this woman that keeps getting her channel deleted because she's like banned from YouTube. And basically, she just doesn't want to be around. She's angry about that person now trying to go down there too, with her daughter or something. But basically, she's upset with the whole situation. She's upset about like there's really nothing. She's kind of feels probably powerless about the situation.
Well, excuse me if I'm wrong, but I don't know how. Let's phrase it this way.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are here to support Queen Bee to discuss the situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah,
it sucks.
Sorry, I dropped a connection there for a second.
It's okay.
No
Go
problem.
ahead, text. Oh no, what I was asking is for the chat and panel. From the situation, what do you let's say under the peaceful protest, which our constitutional right gives us the ability to do to peacefully protest? What can we learn from this? And I just want to piggyback, voice for the voiceless. Like, hey, I get it. It's been rough. There's a lot of things we've seen that probably aren't the best we should be doing as a community. But what if we were out there as a community and as a hive? Let's say as a hive, what would we do different? Because we all want Quentin back. We all want to bring a voice.
What's your goal?
We know, what's the goal? We are all about that positive pressure on LE and getting solutions. What would you guys do different?
Well, I would probably tell them to go to the precinct and protest, or go to like the city hall meeting that was open like 3-4 days ago, where they could have actually talked to the mayor. You know,
also not screaming what they're screaming and what they're
you know what I
doing.
mean? Like, what, you know, if she's like a person, like if you believe that she's killed her child because she just didn't like the kid, then what do you think this is going to do? You think she's going to have like a moment of conscience and just decide, say, I've had enough and I will turn myself in? No, she's not. Most likely, this is just an emotional response by a bunch of people that want to make her life a living hell, and they just want to throw that in there, and they're just justifying it with peaceful protest. What it is, what really it is just a bunch of torturing. And also, I mean, I think this whole thing is actually going to destroy people's. I think it's actually abusing people's rights, because if you can just go to anyone and do this, like if people just don't like you and they just get like 20 people to go to your house and protest because they might not like your political ideas. Like, let's say you have a Trump sign in your neighborhood, you live in a Democratic neighborhood, and then something like I'm using Trump as an example, obviously. And then people decide to go after you and just protest in front of your house and just have bullhorns and just kind of mess with you. And then police do nothing until 11 o'clock. Would you think that would be right or wrong?
Right. No, I mean, right as in I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
I think it's a dangerous precedence. I think it's people who say it's freedom of speech. Yeah. But, I mean, like, what is the goal? The goal is you just want to torture her. That's what the lady said. She went on. She should be, she shouldn't feel comfortable in her house. It's not to, that's the goal of the protesters, to torture her. So, if it's not.
Tim, what would be your goal? Like, let's say if we set it as a high, what would be our goal? Like, you make it a little, you want to make it uncomfortable for her. I mean, we do all believe here, innocent until proven guilty. I would think most of us do. We're a lot of like-minded, believers here. But at the same time, you have your, what would you call it? Your ideas, or hey, it's looking like it might be this person or so-and-so. And you want to put the rub there, you want to make it life a little uncomfortable for them. Like, what would be a better alternative, but still bring about the same solutions they're looking for. Like, what would it logistically look like?
You mean to like emotionally torture her?
No, I mean to number one, bring light to the situation.
Okay, so awareness.
Bring light to the situation. Bring awareness, and also, lean in on what we would think, or the person we would think would could possibly be the subject, or the perp. Obviously proven innocent until proven guilty, but kind of still providing that lean, that rub.
I think,
and at the same time, bring awareness. How would you go about doing it?
I mean, you just have, like, I would say having signs in front of the resident or around the neighborhood and maybe answering up a reward for any information that leads to the finding Quentin. Put like some money on behind it. Maybe doing a peaceful memorial service, like go once a day, maybe peacefully go there with candles to do a memorial service with respect, and that would probably work very well. I mean, and then just leave after an hour and just do it every day. Just do something that respects this kid instead of turning it into a party. I mean, if you want to do that, I don't think people would be like going nuts on you on the internet if you just went there for an hour and did a peaceful memorial, a prayer for this kid to be found and to be put to rest. And then you do that once a day, and then you put up posters and stuff, and you get a reward and stuff like that. I think people would generally not mind, but right now, I think it's just not properly being done.
Right. And what I have heard the last few weeks is a lot of dogmatic statements, like, "You're this, you've done this, you killed." What if they're wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What if they're completely off and it was somebody else and it wasn't Leilani? I'm not saying it isn't, but man, they're betting a lot on it. They're in a world of hurt. You know what I mean? For slander and things along those lines. But this said, and I want to piggyback voices. For the voices is that, and I think it's a good time to ask ourselves as true crime, as TC, where do we draw the line? Are we here just to bring awareness? And do we cross the line once we've stepped from bringing awareness into more of the investigating, protesting side? Or where does the YouTube community, where is the boundaries at? Where does the TC community stop? We're just here to bring awareness. We stop there. We take it a step further, like the BHB is doing. But I see a real mix here, because I know there's a lot of influencers out there that are just about awareness. There's those out there that do bring awareness and do what BHB is doing. Like, what's a good balance there? Where's a healthy balance in your opinion?
I think, from my point of view on that one, is the way they're saying things, and for instance, Dolly calling some just showing their true colors, and then just the way they're going about things in general is a huge misstep right there and there. If you're going to protest, that's one thing, you know what I mean? But that's not protests at all. Just by the way they're saying things.
Well,
you can't even spell the name right of the baby.
It is almost like does it cross a line from protest to riot in some sense?
No, it's not a riot. No, it's not a riot because
well, no,
riot
like no, it has, but I mean to riot tendencies, like calling people out, to cause verbal, you know what I mean? It's like verbal pain and anguish and things along those lines.
It's harassment. It's I would say it's be a harassment campaign, basically a bullying harassment campaign.
Me too. I think it's going harassment, and then it starts getting into jury tampering and bullshit.
Yeah. Because what's happening is that, like, I think your question was, I'm trying to answer you said that what would be like what's your issue with, like, you said something about the true crime, like when do people like covering cases become too much? Like when do we cross a line in covering information for cases? Is that your question, Rico?
No, yeah, issue. I won't have an issue. No, I have no issues.
No, I'm saying
I'm just saying for, as you know, I mean, April will be a year I've been in these streets. I'm still young. I'm still a young pup out here, man. I'm still the little kid in the corner, hiding from the big dogs. I'm saying, as I'm learning, like, where do we draw the boundary? Let's say, for example, I'm not going to, but let's say I want to come and influence one day and get in the TC world. Where does the boundary stop? We're here as True Crime. We're all about only bringing awareness, and once awareness is there, and
you move on. Yeah, basically.
Do you move on from there, or do you venture into the?
I mean, it's a very
three corners, and you know what I mean. Where does where are the TC boundaries before it gets into just outside the scope? Well, my question.
That's a good question. I think basically I would say you avoid witness tampering, you avoid interfering with the investigation, you report facts that you get to hear from news media. And I think like it gets a little bit sketchy when you start interviewing neighbors because you might be tampering with an investigation at that point. So, I mean, like, I think probably in my line, I would say like any talking to neighbors or people involved, like talking to like Billy, Joe, or Leilani, or, that would be crossing the line, in my opinion. That would probably be a problem because they're, it's like it gets to a point where I don't agree with that. That might be a very bad situation. I think though, you're always going to see people if it's like, unfortunately, there's, Molly and Dolly, they're always going to be around. There's like, let's say Dolly gets banned tomorrow, Molly gets banned tomorrow. There's always going to be the people that want to watch them, and they'll just go to another person that will do it. The problem is like YouTube kind of like advertises it and people want to watch it. Now, if you want to go with if your next question is like how with voices is when you're covering a case, let's say we're watching it, we're watching them, we're bringing attention to their shenanigans. People might say, well, you're also paying attention to their shenanigans. The thought process with that is that if we didn't do it, then someone else probably, the people that don't like them would go on their streams and give them more ad revenue, more time. So basically, and then give no criticism to these people. And we're basically giving criticism, we're giving voices to people that have criticism as well. And also some sort of support, and we're just, that's what I think. That's the major thing. We're giving criticism. We're allowing people to not watch their stupid streams. And we're also I hear echo. Sorry.
It was Nick.
Oh, it was Nick, of course, with the hat.
Yeah, he's getting heavy on it. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but it's a fine line. I mean, like, for instance, when Zavgirl was basically going through, like, other kids, like Facebook page, like TikTok pages that had nothing to do with the crime, and she's going through the pictures, and then she shows the license plate of one of the cars that she suspects, was part of the accident, and then she accidentally shows the license plate. Yeah, that I would consider that crossing the line too, because then you're harassing people that have nothing to do. So yeah, it's a fine line with that, like reporting facts that you get, but you got to kind of like say to yourself, should I report these facts, or is this facts gonna, number one, mess up with the investigation, number two, harass someone that has nothing to do with the case?
Right. Now, mind you, we have a child missing here, obviously. Where does, and as a parent, I got a young pup myself. Where, in Georgia, like they have their statutes, was it 19, Tac 7, Tac 5? Where does child neglect or endangerment, where does that, I mean, even those baseline grounds, there's nothing they can arrest her on?
Well, she didn't,
you have a missing child. Is he listed as missing, or is this What is he technically?
I mean,
listed as, you know?
if you're talking about the whole Cody Bigsby
Is that
thing,
better
like,
or no?
yeah, I think the grandmother actually has custody
right
of the kid. So the person that would actually go to jail would be the grandmother.
legal custodian.
Yeah, the grandmother.
I'm just mind blown that a child at this age is missing and not in anyone's custody at this point and safe, and
Yeah.
that there isn't even any grounds for just a basic misdemeanor under Georgia code, like a 19 tax 795, like that would constitute like abuse or or neglect. You would think there's something there, and I mean, basically, even just off the babysitter's testimony alone, I don't. Well, okay, could be testimony or hearsay, but that the children were left out by the pool by themselves. Like, is there any ground for them just to say, like, you would think there was something. There's a missing child, and neither mom nor legal custodian has custody of this child. He's missing. Is that what he's listed as? And
well, right
that's
now
why,
they're
or I mean, you got to. I mean, let me just say this. Let me say this. Ellie's not going to show up to my house. Well, I wouldn't be alive because my ex would kill me if my child was missing. But at the same time, it was in my custody. But I'm saying, if Ellie showed up to my house, where's your child? If I know, and I got nothing to provide you with, any information along those lines. I mean, you would think at some point, Ellie's going to step in and at least put you in custody for child neglect. I'm just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they haven't gone after Billy Joe. I don't understand why they haven't gone after the family for that, to be honest with you. And I would be speaking out of turn where I don't really understand why. Personally, I think probably they're probably just too busy looking for Quentin.
Got you. And Allie, I get your statement. Until they can prove he's missing, they can't arrest anybody. There's no kid. What else do you need to prove? Knock on the front door and say, "Where's the child?" He is not here. He's got 2 legs. He can get 100 yards before he's tuckered out. They don't take much to prove. It's been proven the child's missing.
Yeah.
Let's move forward from there. Like, this is getting to be
fucking
shit. No, hold on. I'm just saying, I'm not for these dipshits out front doing their protests, but I am for parents being responsible parents. And where the fuck is this kid? Where is this child? Who's protecting him? As a father. Let's not forget that. I mean, who is responsible for this child and who's being held accountable for this child? And that's where, aside from the protests, I agree with what they're doing, because somebody should be held accountable for a child being unaccounted for.
Yeah, not a lynch mob.
At some point, give me a break.
Help. You know what I mean? That's not going to help.
And this could happen to every family in this country.
No. Let's hold on. Don't bring lynch mob into it. Stick to what I'm asking. Lynch mob aside, you have a missing child, infant. Who is held accountable? There's got to be some accountability there. If this tells the rest of the nation, like, hey, your infant can just wander off and just, what he's held accountable for, like, the hell? That's not reality. Come on.
I'm sure someone's going to be held accountable in that family.
Yeah.
I'm sure of that. I'm just saying that what they're doing outside is not helping.
Space.
I don't care about outside. Let's go with voices for the voices. Let's quit paying attention to the outside, and let's look at realistically, like, hey, how far are we into this? I think I've been at it 3 weeks. We're almost a month in. You have a missing infant.
Yeah.
Somebody, Ellie. There's going to a point where you're allowed to. You have no excuse for what they're doing. Like, somebody needs to be held accountable. Ask the hard questions. Where is your child? Well, I don't know. It isn't like he jumped in and jumped in a pickup truck and kicked it in gear and popped the clutch and headed out of town.
Yeah, sir. If it was your child,
but let Texas. Wingo, can you let?
Hold on, I can let him. Just give me finish. I'm just saying he didn't pack a Ninja Turtle bag in a lunch pail and head to the next state line, dude. He's an infant. How do you not answer for that? How are you not accountable and know where your child's been?
Okay, so just let Texan go.
It would just be my question, sir. If it was your kid and you really didn't know what the fuck happened to your kid, what do you think where's your boundaries and what?
I'm sorry. Let me correct myself for the peanut gallery. Toddler, not infant. So we're on point here. Go ahead, Texan. So I'm tracking with you. Toddler. Excuse me.
The 20-month-year-old.
No, I mean, the question don't change. I mean, it's just if it was your child and you don't know what happened to it, supposedly, what do you want them to do until there's some evidence produced?
I understand the evidence, but it wouldn't be enough to say there is a toddler missing from your home is not enough evidence to say. I mean, not necessarily to answer for. I mean, what? That's why I asked you, what is he listed as? Just missing? Is it an abduction? If he's just missing, isn't he under the custodial care of somebody and somebody's responsibility? You know what I mean?
I have no idea.
As a parent, though, let's just set the law aside. The common law, moral ethics, and just being a decent parent. You don't think that if there's no evidence that proves that my child's missing, that hasn't been in my toddler's missing in my house for 3 weeks. Evidence aside, I don't have anything to answer for. If my toddler that was in my custody is missing for the last 3 weeks, there's nothing to answer for because technically, as burden of proof says, there's no evidence. What evidence do you need? Your toddler's missing for 3 weeks.
Are you talking?
Who is answering for what is my question?
No, are you talking about the supervision of the child that allowed him to become missing, or are you talking about him being missing for 3 weeks
Let me
now?
make it super simple.
Yeah, thank you.
A toddler is missing outside of custodial care of a custodial parent. A toddler is missing.
Yes.
It doesn't take technicalities or wordplay to say who is answering for this child's safety and well-being.
Reason why Cody, like the whole Cody Bigsby, why that guy went to jail is because he used to leave his kid alone with no supervision, and that's why they threw him in jail.
What age? Kid or toddler?
But yeah,
I know it's not much of a difference between what kid or toddler.
But I'm trying to say that's the reason. But that's the reason why he was thrown in jail, because he would leave his kids alone with no supervision. They hired a babysitter that would watch these kids, and they also had adult supervision. So I mean, like that's kind of the different scenario than what Dolly's basically saying.
Right now, Lulu, that's what I'm asking. Is it listed as a kidnapping or is it just missing? That's why I'm searching. Like, what is the actual current status of Quentin? That's what I'm getting at, Lulu. That's why I'm asking. Because I mean, it does come with a lot of different connotations here. You know. It comes with a lot of different protocols, but we know he's missing. But is
I think they presumed him not to be alive.
Any foul play? So they assume that he's not alive, but they still think it's just a.
They presume he's dead.
Accidental.
They presume he's dead.
On lines of missing or accidental.
No, they presume he's dead. The FBI came in and they basically told Leilani's mother, Billy Joe, that they suspect that the kid is dead, and that's why she went on social media. And she talked to Darkness Exposed, and that basically allowed everyone else to see that message because she was on a live and they saw her message. And that's how then the police went on with their press conference, like immediately, like literally the next day. But yeah, I mean, like I don't know what the charges they would probably, because like the thing is, it's like child endangerment and all that stuff. Like you'd have to prove that they never watched them and all that stuff. And if they hired a babysitter and they had someone that watched them, I mean, like that's maybe the reason. With the Cody Bigsby situation, they knew that guy was like literally would leave for work and leave his kids without having any supervision or something like that. So I mean, I think that's probably why they haven't really thrown her in jail, because they have the babysitter that actually watched them. So I mean, that may be it, but I could be wrong. I mean, like I'm not. My memory's not 100% on everything, so maybe I'm missing a fact.
Yeah, I guess a parent could never imagine a world where I wouldn't be held accountable when my son was in my custody, especially as a toddler, and you just can't miss him. You know, I just couldn't. I never imagined a world where that was reality. And I'm not saying put in jail, but I'm just saying held accountable. Like ask hard questions. Like, yo, you got to answer for it. You can't just sit back and be like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like we're dealing with.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't say he was abducted, or we haven't proved he's abducted. He's just missing.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's why a lot of people think Leilani has something to do. That's why I believe she's 60%. If you gave me like 1 from 100, like to 100, I believe 60% that she's probably guilty of this kid being missing or dead. But that's just me, because I can't imagine someone basically, her story being what a sane parent would do. But 60% is not 90%. So I would not be able to have enough evidence to throw her in jail until they find Quentin's body and they get a little bit more. And they might have more evidence than us. They definitely have more evidence than us. And they don't tell us jack shit. So we don't know. But I'm on the boat where I think Leilani probably had a good above average coin flip that she probably had something to do with.
Same here.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I agree with your point. It's very like, if you're thinking like a parent, like, how could this kid, how could you report this kid missing 2 or 3 hours later and basically, and be that, well, she's not really, I mean, if you heard her history, she's probably not that responsible as a parent. But she wasn't even have custody, and she was facing eviction.
She's probably not.
Well,
or she is.
Change that. She is correct. She is.
Okay.
So, I mean, I hope that, is there any other questions, or, I mean, hopefully I answered your questions, man.
No, I was actually just putting advocate putting out there as a parent, you know, I mean, we're all sitting here like stroking this and that about people sounding curved and stuff, which nobody gives two shits about, you know, it's just some blowholes out there, you know, screaming, but the real reality is like, which is why Voices stepped off and is, you know, is emotional, because there's at the end of the day, there's a child missing, and there's parents or custodial parents that haven't been held, that, you know, where accountability still lies, morally and ethically, law aside, and we're splitting hairs over like whether FBI or LE have evidence. Like at the end of the day, there's no evidence required when your toddler is no longer within your custody and is missing. You have no idea where they're at.
Well,
or you're not confessing where they're at. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So
the problem is with your problem with your scenario is number one, who gives these people the right to be judge, jury, and executioner of any sort of punishment?
Wait, my scenario, what? Hold on, my scenario, or just
with them being
common parenting?
Well,
I'm not giving a scenario.
Well, you're basically saying
a custodial parent, or whether it's grandma or mom, there is a toddler missing that was in their custody or someone else's custody that's no longer present, is unaccountable for. That's not a scenario, that's reality. So I'm saying based on that reality, where's accountability factors with regard to that? I haven't given a scenario whatsoever.
You're basically saying that we're splitting hairs because we're focusing on the protesters sitting on the side doing blowhorns.
No, I said you're focusing on the protesters. People are focusing on protesters and splitting hairs over whether LE has or FBI has evidence to missing or kidnapped. What I'm saying, that aside, at the end of the day, reality is a child is still missing and unaccounted for that was in the custody of somebody that had a custodial, you know, rights over that child and is unaccounted for.
I mean, I guess
where's the accountability factor there is what I'm saying.
I mean, I guess my next question is, what do you think of the protest? I mean, what do you think they should be out there? Or do you think they should leave? What do you think?
Everybody, we have a constitutional right to peaceful protest. Am I going to comment on what they're doing? No, I'm not even going to play party to that. We all know. I mean, you just basic common sense, you know, can tell you. You know what I mean? Whether they're doing right or wrong. You know, everybody's got a different view on it. You know, me personally, like I stated in chat several times, I gave my opinion. Like, you know, like I'm with Texan. You can fight without saying a word. Throw up a 12-foot opaque privacy fence, kick some speakers out there that kicks them to, you know, into the old whatever you call it, demonetization world.
Yeah.
And the floods, and keep on and move on with your life. You know, but the best defense is no defense in my world. You know what I mean? They don't defend. If you didn't do nothing, you got nothing to defend. Let her sit out there and blow hard as much as you want. I don't care if it's Molly go whatever and blowhole whatever. It don't matter. I mean, let them say what they say. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty. The best defense is no defense, you know? But to give yourself some privacy. I'm more speaking out for the neighbors. If I was their neighbor, I'd be a fucking Karen or Chad, you know, XL, you know, double XL. You know, I wouldn't be having that shit. You know, I get easement, but at the end of the day, it's like you got to have some sort of ability to rest and have, you know, some peace and quiet. I get it, but I mean, but they're out there. If they're on the internet, they're practicing. They're practicing.
That's the thing. They're not guilty yet. Same with what's going on. Layla, do I think she's guilty? Yeah, a higher percentage than you know.
Right, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. It's at the end of the day, it's like as long as if they're operating with the confines of peaceful protest in a public setting on an easement, I mean, they're within their rights. I have nothing. I can't say anything against that. You know.
Well, the thing is do you think but do you think it's appropriate for you to do it on a residential block, like with residential in front of a residential house?
It depends on Georgia law. I mean, I know in Florida, it's on.
Well, we're asking you. I mean, like Georgia law. I mean, laws are made by man, and you're a human being. What do you think? What is your opinion on that?
It's, you know, I would say it's hard. It's like kind of a double-edged sword. I would say, hey, I'm all for peaceful protests, which are constitutional right. But then the moment it starts infringing on my right to, you know, have, you know, enjoy my peace and with tranquility within my home and my environment, you know, we're kind of getting there. And it also kind of depends on the cause. You know, are you willing to kind of give or flex a little bit of my rights as a residential homeowner around that area for the cause? It's kind of you know, it's kind of give or take there. But at the end of the day, like when it crosses over peaceful, I mean, I'm not with it. But, you know, as long as it's peaceful and, you know, that's, I mean, that's how America was built, based on protest. We all have our things we want to protest
and
and
you-
what we stand behind.
yeah,
But
what do you-
I'm not with playing the baby noises and
Oh, okay.
sounds and
Are you
all
like?
and
are
I
you-
just saw someone throw a 10,000 lumen flashlight through their window. Like, come
Yeah.
on, that's like
So
that's
you would
crossing boundaries. You know,
you would say like having signs up and maybe going to like being there for a little bit and just not making noise like that would be considered. What would you consider peaceful? Would that be like in your peaceful protest? Like
yeah, I mean, it's more along the lines of like, hey, being out there in the public, making your presence known. You know, signs are up, people seeing them, they see your cause, bringing awareness is what you're doing. But the second you start, I would say, because there's more people there than just the perp living there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And those that are around as well. You know, I would, it's a fine line. Trying to do it in a respectful manner, is one thing, and not stepping on those around that aren't involved toes is also another. It's kind of it's a very delicate balance. And then within a residential area, for me personally, in where I live and stuff, like as long as it's within the, what do they call it? The noise regulation hours. I think it's 8 to 10 out here. You know what I mean? They're within their rights. You know what I'm saying? But screaming obscenities and baby noises and just.
Do you think how I suggested it would be?
No.
Would you think how I suggested what I would consider like putting up a sign, maybe going there maybe once or twice a day to do a peaceful ceremony for the kid, and then just leaving and just kind of. Would you think that would be better than what they're doing? Just that would be your ideal protest.
I always kind of like deflect to is union strikers. They're really good. They carry picket signs. They have their common chants that they make and their slogans that they say, and they make enough of a nuisance right on the gray line of legal and illegal, where they kind of make it harder to get in and out of driveways or entryways, but not where they're crossing the illegal line. They just kind of make it a little bit of a rub. But they're out there with their picket signs, and they're walking in circles, and they're stating, they're saying what they feel and how they say it within their slogans amongst each other in unison. I mean, that's to me is like an ideal, example of a solid peaceful protest. And I wouldn't divert, I wouldn't add or take away from something like that. That's a happy medium right there.
Okay. I mean, my thought process is that, and this is why I'm kind of against all rest.
I don't think Allie gets it. Allie, it would achieve awareness.
Oh, let me see. I don't even see Allie's comment, but
she's just trolling, dude. The whole chat. It's like it would bring awareness. It would be just like they're doing out there. People are aware of it.
My problem is that humans.
But I'm like, sorry, I'm not. But I'm not to the extreme. Like, don't say nothing because it's not going to do nothing at all. That's libtard status, and that gets you nowhere. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
I think that the issue is I think the issue is that people push the line all the time, and I think the problem is when you have any sort of protest in front of a residential house, it's always going to be pushed by someone. So I think if we all just did, maybe held up a sign.
Yes, girl, I am okay as long as they're within those confines, like I stated. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder, is he okay with all the process? I mean, that's my problem. I just don't think
And I'm also okay that girl with calling pedos, but you're not.
Yeah, let's not use the P.
Let's move on.
Don't use that word P because it's the channel.
Pedo.
Yeah, the P word you can just use. But I just think my opinion is I don't like any protests in front of houses because it's just I feel like it creates a dangerous precedent, and it affects more than just simply this case. It affects political situations where people can be hurt, really pushed, and be harassed and bullied. But I get what you're saying. You're basically saying that we should have signs and it should be peaceful and all that. But the problem is humans always push the boundaries. That's just how it is.
Yeah, and they do. But let's say, for example, what do they call him? Fire guy, the neighbor?
I don't know what they call the neighbor.
They call him a fire. Obviously, a homeboy or a homegirl, whatever it is, or he, her, whatever they want, she, him. He's or he, she, whatever is a bit rubbed. They're crossing boundaries there. And the guy's getting annoyed and frustrated. I'm not saying bringing a battle is one thing, but it's kind of you get a feel for where you're at. In residential, like you said, Tim, you're right. That's a fine line there. It is. How do you bring about awareness? I feel like the courthouse and in front of the sheriff's department or LE is much better. That it would be a better place, much better place than out in this residential area. That I would not be in this residential area. I would be, for me, I would take this to LE or in front of the county courthouse for me personally, because that's who you want to put the pressure on. It is LE at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The family's going to get what they're going to get, you know what I mean, and they're going to hear about it. But I would be out in front of the LE headquarters or the actual courthouse. That's where I would be, not in front of their home and residential. But it was residential. It's just, again, there's a lot of people out there that's going to be, partying.
What's up, that
sure am. I wanted to.
I said, I just came back. What's going on? What's the conversation about?
I just wanted to jump up real quick because Ringo made a funny comment about believing in calling people pedos if they are one. But in this chat over here, Ringo, we don't call other creators that don't have histories of pedophilia pedos. We don't do that here. So you're damn right I ask people to stop doing that, because Jaundice for All has never been convicted of that, and it's not okay to say that about him.
I'm saying in general, I say get the pedo word, but I'm saying people can speak.
Oh yeah, definitely don't be saying that shit.
Well, in general,
nobody's. I didn't say pedo. I'm just saying in general. She was just
here
on
in general. We follow Queen's rules, and her rules.
I didn't say pedo. I'm just
that.
saying I was speaking to and talking in general. You were on one earlier. I get it. It's cool. You know what I mean? Everybody's get on it. Cool. Nobody's trying to say pedo or PD in chat, but I'm saying in general, like,
yeah, I didn't know it was directed at Jaundice.
Do I think all protests are okay? No, if they don't cross lines. Do I think saying whatever the hell you want to say? No, it's not okay to cross lines, but you're free to still say what you want to say as long as it's not crossing lines. That's my point I was making.
We're good. I don't even want to debate on that. I just wanted to.
I ain't trying to debate either. Yeah, I got you.
I just wanted to clear up that statement you made, because in this chat, that's never okay. We don't do that. We don't dox
It's never okay
people.
to say the P word, PD in here. For sure.
Wow, you're manipulative. Y'all have a
manipulative
good night.
style. Like throw the narcissist
Dude,
out
the
there.
only time that I said not to do that
No,
is
I
when
was
they're
saying,
in here attacking another creator. I don't understand what the problem is.
Oh, I didn't see your comment back. I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago, and it wasn't relevant, so there was really no reason to bring it back up.
I respect your opinion. I understood.
I'm just making sure you know I wasn't trying to just censor people's speech. There was something directly in violation of what Queen likes to happen here going on. So yes, sir, I asked for it to stop.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to go mod.
All right.
Oh, that girl. Well.
All right, Nick, what's your thoughts?
Uber Eats, hold on.
All right, you got Uber Eats. He's going to share with the chat. Anyway, Texas? True Texas is away.
I'm here. I just had to tell her to leave at the front door.
Ah, okay.
No, I just know this, Jim B, that shit is different when you're faced with it, period. It don't matter what it is. And that is what it is. Yes, the kid is missing. There's no doubt about that. It wasn't no abracadabra. The fucking kid disappeared. But that ain't for us or him or anybody else to decide what the fuck happened. That's the law enforcement's job. And the more that protest and bullshit goes on and bullshit going on outside that house and stuff, ain't helping shit. I mean, that's my opinion. And I mean, I hate it for the kid. I do. I mean, but they got to be allowed to do their job, man.
Yeah.
At this point, it is what it is.
Yep. Well, anyway, I'm going to just read the chat. Let me see. I think
my Uber Eats left in the wrong house. That's made nice. Alice says it's taken away from Quentin and what's happening to him. I agree with that.
Let me see. Where's Quentin's voice? Is there? And then grandma's. I had a case of a missing 3-year-old neighbors who were doing the protest. 4 days later, they found he had fallen through rotten board over a septic tank. That could be true.
I mean, he could got picked up on the side of the street by just somebody driving by if he was always out there. You never, I mean, but you know what likely leads to what's unfolding is. You know,
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, like, we just don't know. I mean,
that's the problem.
I mean, I hope that you know, I talk to my friend all the time. My friend always helps that these cases, the kid is fine and he's just missing and he just comes back. But unfortunately, days go longer and longer. The kid probably is not around. So, but maybe you know he's got the right opinion, right thought when it comes to like hoping the kid's all right.
I think that's what everybody in this friggin'. If there is somebody that doesn't think that or want that, then they're not right in the head. It's just been so long.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Usually I just don't listen to Lark, but I wanted to just be say darn great talking to people. I'm always amazed. Thank you, Pug. Go to be so I mean like I think that's like I honestly think this and I'm still gonna call him John is for all because it's a funny name. John is for all. Basically he's just gonna be down there and he's just gotta I don't know why he's even down there. I don't know why he doesn't
Molly. He's just filming Molly.
Like, why doesn't just Molly just split the like income and just like let her film and he just stays there and edits the films and just streams like side streams from there? Like, this makes no sense.
Well, I think that's most of his job. I think he's there as a do boy for her. He's holding the camera. He's doing all that kind of stuff and blah blah blah.
Yes, how selfish can someone be to steal that boy's attention and monetize it? Yeah, I mean, I think the money should go to like some sort of charity. It's just like it's disgusting and gross that these people are like donating money to these content creators and it's not even going to like, you know, some sort of missing fund or something like that, like or like a charity or, you know, or award money for the kid to be found. Yeah. I mean, there's examples of that. Like, you know, Gray does examples. Like he gives half his money away. Like, you know, that's about $110,000 in the last 2 years. That means like $55,000 probably of money that he could have easily pocketed it, but he gave it away. I mean, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
so that was character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Joe's trying to make a splash tonight. You can see it.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems sad. It's like a sad attempt of trying to be like someone that will actually be like controversial, and then basically they're not. They're just basically saying it's stupid shit.
If something happens while she's down there, Tim, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I came down there and look what you know what I mean." That's gonna be the friggin' MO. That's gonna be the old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna go down there and she's down there and she's just really just gonna do the same thing. She's gonna shout a couple of times. She's gonna film. She's gonna make some outrageous comments. She's gonna be clipped. People are gonna watch her stream. They're gonna donate some money, and then she's gonna eventually get the money's gonna dry up like in 3 days or so, and then she's gonna go back to her place.
Yep.
And then she's gonna write off this trip as a business expense and all the meals. I'll be shocked if she doesn't write off the meals when she eats with BHB and say it's a business expense. We're planning our channels, and she writes it off on her taxes. She gets a vacation to Georgia, and she gets to just basically walk around.
And that's why they're LLC'd, right? So they can.
I don't know if she's. I don't know. I think she's LLC'd. I don't think BHB's. Yeah. She's also getting her own place basically, so she can film, and they'll probably be able to write off all the write that off on their taxes as well for it. So I mean, like,
what is it? A life coach for kids? Jesus.
Yeah, but she's gonna stream like her regular show, and then she'll stream the kids thing and all that stuff.
Ugh. You gotta be disrupted as a parent to let her freaking rule, Lord.
Do the protesters sleep? They sleep. They go home at 11 o'clock basically, and they come back because they get arrested. Who was that? Yeah, that was Ringo by the other person. Was it Ringo? Oh, maybe that the sound.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to step away for a minute. What did I miss? What'd you say?
No, we're just talking. We're reading the chat and just talking. I don't think it's really. But yeah, I mean, it's a sad situation, but
it really is, man. I feel for the extended immediate family and for the community around there. I mean, losing a child like that, lose a child in these circumstances, it's absolutely rough. And pardon if I'm gruff. I think I had I had to step aside too and take a step and walk out. And at that girl, I owe you an apology. 100%. That girl, I owe you an apology. I let my emotions get to me. With my little son, he's 7, and I think you'll be Tim when you're just a little bit too on one side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm only seeing the father-son aspect, and I just get it. And sorry, I was out of line there, that girl, and I do apologize.
Mhm.
And Queen, I apologize for throwing the P word out there in the chat for that as well. That was inappropriate of me, and I do apologize. But
Yeah.
I guess I'm just more coming from like I guess how you say, a simpleton view. Like, man, I can't imagine just losing track of my toddler and he's just not there, and there's just no accounting factor. In my world, I would think in my worst nightmare, like Ellie would have me arrested, I'd be in jail, you know, like
Yeah.
don't have control of your kid, you know what I mean? That's in my mind, that's where I thought it would always be, you know.
I mean, my understanding is that Leilani is not a good parent. I mean, in my understanding, I think most people would get it. Is she's not really a good parent, and her mother Billy Joe tried to give her a place to live and try to help her out to get her on her feet, and she didn't take that opportunity. And that's why probably Billy Joe wanted to evict her to kind of scare her away. I mean, she had her boyfriend living there, and that's just my outside perspective. It could be wrong, but I just think, I just think she probably just not, you know, so. You're thinking differently than her, you know what I mean? But
I just got my how do you call it? You know,
You
they
go
call
eat
them mom
and be
bears.
right
I
back.
just got my papa. I got my papa bear hat on, you know, and my heart's broken. Like I was with Voices. I was literally like just cruising. I got choked up with her. I'm like, man, it's just so many emotions driving this.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I even think about this case, and no disrespect to Blow Betty, when I even think about this Quinn thing, all I hear is her voice in the back of my head. And that lady that's like, get Quentin. And I just get triggered so quick on this case, you know, and I'm just on edge, and I'm sorry. And I wasn't trying to be gruff here or in chat about it, but I'm with you. You know, I just want to see him found, but you know, again, it's absolutely heartbreaking. I couldn't imagine the family or extended that legitimately isn't part of it. Like, wow, where's our nephew or niece or grandson? It's just got to be heartbreaking. And I have, you know, a 7-year-old niece, and it's just, I could not imagine if they're missing how much anguish, you know, these people must be going through. It's just, I don't even know how to wrap my head around this one. And then every day when I see that they're digging through landfills, Tim, I mean, could you imagine if I was spoken about? Do you have kids, bud?
No.
Okay. I just can imagine, like, if I ever heard that my son's missing, like, they're digging through landfills, like, good God, it just hits me every time they say that. You know, there's another line they're digging through the landfill here and looking for Quentin. It's just, oh my Lord, I couldn't believe that they said that about my pup and his name, you know? Like, that would just absolutely devastate me day in and day out, you know? And I almost wonder here, do you remember, you know how we're following the Dylan Rounds case?
Yeah,
What was his name? Brenner. Do you know if I'm wondering if they didn't have those things that made him stay in jail, you know, and his warrants, would we be in the kind of same situation that we're in now, you know, like the protesting at the home? You know, I kind of wonder that sometimes, because there comes to a point when you're like, you kind of see the writing on the wall, but there's no justice being done. Like, what do you get? What do you do at that point? You know, like, you want to do something, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not for us to do anything. It's really for, like, because we could be, like, YouTubers could be affecting the entire investigation and then letting them out. I mean, it only takes one good defense attorney to just be like, just use this whole circumstance against them, you know, against, you know, getting and making this guy come out of jail. And that's the unfortunate situation. I mean, these YouTubers, they're not motivated by changing the law or trying to put pressure for the arrest. They're just motivated by money. I mean, like, it's just simple as that. And anything else is not, they're not there for that. Maybe you could say the protesters are there with, like, when I talked to that woman, she just said, I had this emotional response. I wanted to make this woman pay, basically. But, you know, and she's doing it for free, but maybe she stopped now. But at the time, she's just basically, these YouTubers are just for the money. It's just really that it. It's clicks and views.
Right. And Allie, you're absolutely 100% right. That statement that's super solid. She said, emotions, what she said, emotions, I blew past it in the chat there, but emotions aren't fact, but the facts will convict. You know what I mean? And that's truth. Because I do get caught in my emotions. I'm a fallible person, and it's like I try not to let my emotions drive what I feel and what I see. But it's, at the end of the day, it's only the facts that are really going to bring the convictions, and that's where Ellie comes in.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking earlier. Like for me, where I'm at voices. The reason I asked it earlier is kind of playing devil advocate. Is like for me, the only way to keep my emotional sanity and mental sanity is to stop at the bringing awareness part. Because as soon as I start letting myself allow to get into the more investigative part, is where I start losing it. You know.
Yeah,
And that's
I
where I
mean,
start getting more to allow more of my emotions to drive me, and even drive my deeper digging, you know, into situations. Vice just letting Ellie handle it, and those facts bring the convictions and not pollute. You know what I mean? What is they're trying to do?
yeah, I mean, I agree, but it's just whole thing is like you could get into like a case. I mean, there's plenty of cases to look in, but right now I think like the main thing whenever I look at a case is like two things: either spread awareness for a case that no one's talking about, or you just basically want to call out people who are doing something that is wrong in the case, like we're doing here with these people. And so people have the voice that have a disagreement, who have a feeling of disagreement, have somewhere to say something, and number two, kind of to document all the bullshit they're going through,
Right.
and kind of show how they're full of shit. But I mean, the truth of the matter is, and this is going to be something that's going to be a little cynical, it's not going to change anything. Like they've still got thousands of people who are going to watch them and give them money. The audience is what's going to happen, and that's pretty much it. I mean, like get rid of Dolly, get rid of Molly. Good luck. There should be just someone else that'll just take his place. You know, it's just the people that decide the content, basically.
And Bird, I'm tracking with you. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you earlier. And Perplex makes a good thing. You know, she makes a good point. Never get attached to a case. And I got that way with Naomi Arion, man. Oh my! When they found her, I had to take off for like 2 weeks. That wrecked me. When they found out what Troy had done to her, you know, technically had done, you know, or hypothetically done to her, and they found her body, I was a mess, man. That was my first case. It wrecked me. I mean, I was out of for 2 weeks. I was just bawling every day. I was like, how could you do it? Just somebody that was just trying to make a life for herself, and I just felt for the women out there that why they can't just go into Walmart without feeling like they're being preyed upon or going to be victims of, you know, cruel crimes like that Troy was committing, stuff like that. Like it was just heartbreaking. It was like, where's the good in mankind? You know, like how can you not? You just can't roll into Walmart, just sitting down Walmart on your celly without being, you know, potentially, you know, abducted and murdered. You know, it was just
there's
overwhelming.
plenty.
And I got way too attached. I should have learned that in my first round.
And then McKenna says no one ever talks about who fund a govern local LE, and the CPS take some GD responsibility for understanding how their government works. That's interesting. I mean, like that's the thought. That's another thing with that woman. She just basically, I felt like that woman that came on. I think she was just ignorant on what she should do, and she just basically just was going by emotions. And that's another problem. People just go by emotions and not just do proper research. Yeah, if she would, I mean, imagine these people would have went to city like the meeting, and also protest the police, and if they try to get like some sort of push and to get something done, I think that would probably it. And how CPS kind of screwed up and just basically said, well, the mother can, the grandmother can adopt, but they live in the same house. It's like, we're going to take your kid away, but your mother has adoption while you both all live in the same house. Very weird. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to emotions about a case, it's like, you know, there's plenty of tragedies in this world. There's plenty of tragedies unspoken, and you just gotta, the most important thing is you just have to get the information out there and try to be voices for the voiceless, and try to give respect to people who passed and died, and you know, don't celebrate. You know, whenever I go through, like I do, like sometimes I talk about killers of the past. I don't idolize the killers. I basically mourn for I talk about the people who died, the people who are dead. I don't have any respect for any killers or anything like that. I think that's a problem with that, and I think we just need to show respect for the victims and people, and try to spread awareness for voiceless people. And I think that's the good thing about social media. I mean, like you could spread awareness for all these cases, and you can actually get people to watch. I mean, like if you go on media, local 11 news, they do like a 15-second ad for a missing person, and that's it. But you have YouTube, you have literally dozens and dozens of videos that do like 20 minutes like discussions on this case, or 10 minutes. So I think that's good. Right. But when it comes to, you just have to, like, in my opinion, like you just have to kind of like just realize the world is full of tragedies, and you just kind of like just try to shield yourself a little bit, and because you have to be neutral. I mean, I've sat through situations in real life where If I told you off the air, I've sat through situations where people were crying for 6 to 7 hours. But if I just stopped and got emotional and not did my job, then I wouldn't be doing that victim any services. Sometimes we have to hold our emotions in so we can just do the job. And that's it. You can't, you got to think about the victims. You got to think about the people, and you just got to hold the emotions back and do your job. So that person just doesn't, so you put yourself before the victim.
Correct. And I think that's where a good boundary actually would be, like Voices was talking about, like, where is the line at where are we becoming the problem? And I think, and like Ali said earlier, like, if once we cross the line where our emotions are driving us versus vice facts, that's where we're going backwards, And I'm seeing it, like, when I allow my emotions to get the best of me is where I'm starting to take a step backwards, vice facts. And I learned a big lesson here tonight, like, keep the emotions back and the facts forward, and keep that forward momentum. Because it's so gosh, Tim, it's so easy sometimes to get caught.
I mean, I'm not saying you got to be heartless, but you just have to basically,
you know what I mean?
You're doing
sticking to facts.
And you're doing
and
a service.
Facts, proof facts of that.
Yeah, and you're kind of sticking to that type of thing. You're doing it. You're really, the thing is you're kind of fighting for people that can't fight for themselves. And a soldier doesn't break down, and you've got to consider yourself kind of like a soldier. I know it's kind of a hyperbolic sample, but you're a soldier, and a soldier doesn't break down and start crying. If you do that, then you're not going to help your brothers in arms, and you're not going to be able to push over the line. You got to just, deal with it and just fight the good fight.
Did I drop off chat, or can people still hear me? Did Tim drop off?
You can hear me? I cannot hear you. I hear you.
I can hear Ringo and stuff, but I'm gonna play this video real fast from the Tragedy Pimps Exposed from the Molly today. So give me a sec. I'm gonna pop it up.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
We can hear you, Tony. I mean, not Tony. I mean, Ringo.
Ringo, we can hear you. Yeah,
we can hear you. Let me just stop. Maybe he can't hear us. Let me just type in the chat. We can hear you, Ringo.
Oh, okay. You hear me? All right. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you might want to. You might. Tell him probably.
I know you have it in you. Fight for that boy. Fight for him. Stand and quit Simon. Fight for him, Billy Joe. Fight for that baby. One last fight for that baby. He deserves to be put to rest.
That was FBI. Yeah, that's got government.
So
FBI just entered the property and residence.
One FBI agent.
One. Well, there was two in the car.
Oh, two in the car. Well, one vehicle. Girl, you caught that. You caught
Sorry,
that.
Tim. You there?
Yes. They have GV on the
Yes.
Yeah, we're watching a video real quick.
Can you hear me?
When they had GV on the license plate, that means it's FBI. And that license plate on that car had GV on it. Government.
If the music goes off, then we're rocking. And we will.
Thank you, Cian Sassy.
This is the moment.
I can't find your name.
Right? Wait, I didn't notice that. I didn't know that FBI lights had something different. Yeah, that part I don't know. You have to speak with her. All right, where's she going?
I was telling her to
off?
Who? No, she's standing on there.
Oh, yeah, it's smoking. This is what it looks like.
She's
the glamorous life of a YouTuber. You know how you guys are talking about how much money we make and how we're just exploiting.
But what they fail to realize is, like, this trip I've lost 2 phones.
Yeah.
You're talking about over 25. What was it? 200.
Oh, no. You're an exploiter. You're an exploiter.
Yeah, I'm an exploiter. The room cost to stay here for 3 weeks.
You're an exploiter.
Yeah, I'm an exploiter.
You're an exploiter.
Yeah, I'm an exploiter. There's a room cost to stay here for 3 weeks. I have no kitchens.
I told you I called it. Did Molly go lightly call that or what?
Yeah.
Nobody would know about this.
Yeah. Yep. And then we saw Billy Joe with a bunch of papers, like a stack of papers in her hand as she was closing the gate. So. I'm not sure what those papers were, but and it was definitely someone from FBI or law enforcement because they had a badge.
Actually, that it wasn't. To be honest with you, it was. It looked like a detective. The badge that he had on his shirt, because I looked in the window as he was driving by, appeared to be a Chatham Police Department. So I think it was a detective. I don't think it was FBI.
And they usually come with nice cars.
Well, what
Yeah,
the fuck
I think it was
was
one of the
there?
detectives. But what we did see is that Billy Joe had a package, two of the same packages of paperwork in her hand, and it had like a black box on the front page. But that's really all I could see. I couldn't read anything on it or anything like that. So it could very well be she's complaining about. She's not complaining about the daughter that killed the grandson. She's more likely complaining about the YouTubers out here pissed off that her daughter killed her grandson.
What? But what? Fuck. People fucking call me.
I know.
You know, people fucking call me. I want to kill them. We don't have any Wi-Fi, do we?
Yeah,
we
do.
We
have
Oh Lord, listen to her.
It's 7:15.
How do I do this?
Here, give me your phone. Actually, yeah, this is fully charged. So
How do I do that? May 9.
But I don't really go live a lot, but I
don't go live. That's what causes drama.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
just
causes
don't
drama.
really go live a lot. Only when I'm like at a case, like in the location, like the general vicinity, then I'll go live. But I mostly make documentaries, so that's why I'm always filming. They're not bad.
No, they're good.
So we're coming over here to help her out just a little bit. So we'll come over here and keep you guys company here.
They're playing games up there.
Yep.
And I don't think that these people are too dumb to realize this Landry's now. And they had nothing to do with their son's choices. Remember that. Nothing to do with their son's choices. Remember that. They had nothing to do with their son's choices. The police are watching this. You do know all you have to do is tag. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You're tagging his name and the police watch it. All right. I will do anything for there to be a raid while I'm here. I'm willing to do anything. I will shave my head.
Oh, God.
I will do it.
I would too. Anything for answers for this little boy. I'm willing to do anything for answers for this little boy. I'm willing to do I'm willing to sleep with the enemy. For answers for this little boy. I'm willing to do I'm willing to sleep with the enemy to get some answers.
Well, damn, Betty.
And I will. Billy Joe, would you please come out here? I need to sleep with you.
You know it's hard.
Yeah, that's cute, ain't it? That's really cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyhow, guys, it's been a long one. I'm heading to bed.
All right, Queen. You have a good one.
I'll pop back on tomorrow, maybe.
All right, man. You have a good one, Ringo. Good night, guys.
Bye, Ringo. Good night.
Thanks, Queen. Thanks. Good night.
No problem, man. We'll talk to you later.
I've been on my own for 3 weeks now. I've been drinking every single bottle, Jim Beam down. You say I'm crazy, but I think you're just mad. You say I'm wild. What's so bad about that? Baby, we were good, like white wine going down. But only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. I walk a straight line, but it only brings me down. There's a sinking down, drowning in a heartache since you walked down. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Even the preacher, he says he can't help me. I've been singing praise the Lord, hallelujah, but it don't set me free. You say I'm crazy, but I think you're just mad. You say I'm wild, but what's so bad about that? I've been seeing old lovers, but they can't keep the memories out. Oh, only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Oh, I walk a straight line, but it only brings me down. There's love in that bottle that I'm drinking down, drowning in a heartache since you walked down. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now.